Black Compass Media, back live, another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there right now. Everybody's gonna hear this tone, bro. Checking in. Salute to everyone, because this is good time, man. We keeping the energy going, man. School about to start. You know what I mean? Things of that nature, man. Make sure you do a couple things for me, if you will. Please share the stream. You know what I'm saying? Hit the little share icon, whatever, on your Twitter, on your IG, whatever the case might be, man. Just you know what I mean? Click the link and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get to it. Yeah, Tito, bro. Tito, appreciate you. Tito, my man Tito. Matter of fact, this is what I'm doing, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Follow us at Black Compass BCM. I got a couple announcements. Black Compass Media will be on Spotify, iTunes, everything this weekend. I mean, shout out to that. Bunch of upload work to do, a bunch of, you know what I mean, things that I have to do for that situation and all that. So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Radio shows definitely gonna be popping off and things like that too. So don't forget to see that. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I want to begin this a certain way. Now, y'all see the flyer, right? Y'all see the flyer putting in work over here, right? So what I want to do is I actually want to have a session with, you know what I mean? I want to get the fans. I want to get the fans of battle rap, fans like myself, because I'm not better than nobody. I even hate putting like fan whatever in the title because it's like, who am I, bro? Like, I'm not better than nobody. Y'all see me when I'm at events, I'm in the mosh pit with everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what that's about. You see what I'm saying? But fans of the culture, fans of battle rap, things like that, I got the link in the chat. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear what y'all have to say about a myriad of issues. My man Ruka already starting. No, I didn't sign an NDA before I did this stream. All right. Pose didn't hit me with an NDA. Cola didn't hit me with an NDA. You know what I'm saying? I can say what I want. You know what I mean? But I want to get y'all honest thoughts on that situation. I want to hear what y'all have to say about a couple things, man. Shout out to the Riot. Riot just dropped a card. I'm gonna be honest, man. Everybody talking about URL RBE. That Riot card, that might be. Listen, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. That card might be the one to look out for, bro. So Severe versus Black Aladdin, The Spot versus Shistafa, Bad News versus Wise, Justice versus Henny Man. Shout out to Henny Man getting this look. Li the Mayor, that Mayor, I rock with Mayor versus Top Floor Loot. If you don't know what Top Floor Loot is, go check him out. You know what I'm saying? We got you know what I'm saying? We got Blue Cocaine versus Capo. You know what I'm saying? Blue Cocaine did her numbers in this battle. You know what I'm saying? On the spaces, man, against Elijah Straight. If y'all get a chance to listen to that, like Shorty was cooking. That's how I said, Blue, that's how you rap from now on. That's how you rap. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to that. And then we got my man Dev the Demon. You know what I'm saying? 4T Dev, you know what I mean? Like against Chef Trez, you know what I mean? One of the best doing it this year for sure. You got Hansel versus Eunice. You know me. I like a good young up and comer. Like these really might be two of the guys. This matchup means something in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Hansel versus Eunice. Eunice is nice, straight up. You know what I'm saying? You got NXT versus Clone as well. You know what I mean? So big shout out to that. You got shit at the top of the card, man. Wody versus Cody. First time that has been done on the same card. Chilla Jones versus Vixen. You got Rum Nitty versus Jazz the Rapper, and you got Geechee Gotti versus Coffee Brown. That is a dope card, and that's on September 3rd. I'm gonna be outside for that. So big shout out to Gotti. You know what I mean? Bad News versus Wise is that's bonkers. Listen, I'm gonna say this as a battle rap fan, right? As a battle rap aficionado, a connoisseur, if you will, a person that is involved in the ongoings with the culture. This is what I gotta say. There's certain battles that sell the card, and there's certain battles that make the card. I'm just talking to my man Canova about this. There's certain battles that sell the card, and there's certain battles that make the card. You understand? Wise versus Bad News is one of them battles that makes your card. You see what I'm saying? Like people leave there like, nah, that was one of them. You know what I'm saying? These are two guys that you love them or hate them, man. They in there, they in the mix. They done endured all the politics and all the, yo, he should be here. And what is he doing with that? Like, that's one of them. That's for us. For us that being here in the, you know, in the medias and talking our talk, you know what I'm saying? My man said my shades is trash. These shades is Burberry. These shades cost more than your rent, Kareem. Shut up. You know what I mean? Shout out to you though. But I'm gonna put I got the link out here, right? It's what I want to do before my man Frak pull up. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna put the link out there. I want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to get y'all perspectives on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I want to get y'all perspectives because I want to see where the state of the culture is, man. It's a lot of noise going on, but there's so much talent that's about to perform, bro, in the next like month and a half. So I really just want to get y'all perspective. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my man 50 grand on here. And like I said, if you want to get up here, y'all know my rules. You know what I'm saying? Cut your camera on. We adults up here. You know what I'm saying? Cut your camera on. Turn it horizontal. Get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Wash your face and be respectful. All right. Them last two things are very important. Some of y'all don't be washing your face before y'all get on camera. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. It's nasty. Eye boogers, breath stink. Stop doing that. Stop. Some of y'all, we know y'all breath stink as soon as y'all get on the, but it's cool. But shout out to that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my man Tito up here, man. Tito is one of my guys, man. Tito was actually on the Champion of the Year panel. Knows his like he knows what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it reminds me a lot of France favorably in terms of his battle rap knowledge, but has his own opinions and things like that. I'm gonna get my man Tito up here. Tito, what up, man? Talk to me, bro.
Yo, my good.
Yes, sir. You live. You
What's
live.
good,
With
fam?
Black
Very,
Compass
very
Media.
appreciative the high praise. And France, let's keep it a buck. France and I kind of built the same, so I feel that. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Y'all got the same. Like
Yeah,
if
we got
we was making a created character, we start off with the same archetype.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know
We
what I'm
both got the grappler body types. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Grappler body type is hilarious. That's so funny.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when you make the character, it's like you want the high flyer, you want the grappler,
Yeah,
technical.
yeah. Yo,
France and
was
I
your,
both got like
this is
20
a question I'm
strength.
gonna ask people when they come up here. In the game, No Mercy or Revenge, you know what I'm saying? Remember WCW
Right.
back in the day? What was your finishing move, bruh? That's the question of the day for the chat.
Here's the thing,
What
right?
was your special move in No Mercy or WCW Revenge?
It's
What
got to
was
be
your
the cheap
special
stuff.
move?
It's got to be the cheap stuff. The spear is cheap. The spear is cheap because you could just because they can't react. They're not paying attention. Just what? Or you do, you know what I'm saying? You could if it was WCW, Diamond Cutter, crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Back in those kind of games, I like to just catch niggas. I just like you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But you got but then
real gamers know about that noise. That like you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
now,
bro.
I ain't gonna front. I was a even flow DDT Raven John.
Facts.
Like, I used to do that, right?
Facts.
But then see, I don't know, man. I grew up in the era where you next to the person that you playing the game against. So you know, it was holes in the wall and all type of fights and all that, right? Like I was a Walls of Jericho type dude. Like I'm like, no, I'm not losing, bro. I'm not giving up the sticks and nothing. I got crippler crossface, Walls of Jericho work for anybody. Straight up.
Facts.
My man Rob Justice said the Scorpion death drop. Yeah, you was a maniac. You know what I'm saying? If you was one of them like mandible claw, like weird dude, like I don't know. Like what are y'all doing? You know what
you got you know, sometimes you gotta choke slam somebody. Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes, but like mandible claw.
Come on, bro.
Like what
last ride, like
come
all right. Now, Tito, talk to me.
bro.
We on battle rap time. Talk to me about the things that's in your head. This is a free for all, by the way. This is however you want to go with it because it's a lot going on. We just seen Battle of the Bay. We got my man Frak pulling up. You know what I'm saying? RBE smoking. You just got the Riot card. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff going on. So tell me what is on your mind, sir?
Well, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that first of all, on YouTube, all about the battles. You know what I'm saying? That's the channel I launched real quick. Where I'm doing basically quarterly power rankings all year. You know what I'm saying? We keeping receipts. Me, M Lang, J Smo, every quarter, every 3 months, we say he's top 5 right now. And we give our favorite battles. We give our, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's me. We got some reputable sources, all former Champion of the Year panelists, all, you know what I'm saying? J Smo, part of LTBR, M Lang, you know what I'm saying? Got his own stuff going on as well. So, you know, we keep the file, bro. So, you know, So however Jay Black just champion, you know what I'm saying? We want to create a record. So that's just want to get that out the way. But let's go ahead and start with, bro. I try to tell people about Frak, bro. They didn't want to listen.
Get to it.
They didn't want to listen, bro.
Get to it. Now the brother is coming up here, so get to it.
That's what I try to tell people about Frak. Here's the thing about Frak, right? People need to separate to an extent the performance from the opponent when it comes to gauging skill in a way. Yes, Frak did Soul Khan filthy, right? Filthy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It is at the end of the day, shouts to Soul Khan. Soul Khan's still trying to get in the mix. He's still trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get back to where he was.
Right.
But Frak was going crazy. And to think that he not going to do that on grind time?
Right.
90 minutes. Now, I'm gonna keep it a stack as well. That's probably the weakest A word I've seen in the last couple of years.
Really? Did you? You know, I'm starting to hear it that A Ward was actually not like that. Now I went back. I watched the battle now twice. Right.
Me too.
Shout to Rap Grid. Go get your rap grids. You know what I'm saying? Step your rap grids up. Soon we gonna do a rap grid challenge because I know I ordered more pay-per-views than all of y'all. I guarantee that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I was hearing that A Ward was light. I didn't think A Ward was light, bro. I thought that Frak had him lined up.
No, Frak had him lined up.
Why you say A Ward was light?
Well, I'm talking comparatively, right? So you got to think about it. I think his Big K performance is better. I mean, Big K, he lost to Big K, but he did better. I think objectively he did better. Rebuttals were better. Rebuttals were kind of light and not really hitting. You want to go, I'm talking about his major battles. We're talking about A-Ward, you know what I'm saying? He has a high work rate, but we're talking about those big moments. Big K, you know what I'm saying? Vixen, obviously we ain't gotta talk about that. Crazy. We even go back to last year, Rum Nitty Battle of the Year. I mean, if you look over the last couple of years, out of all of his, I would consider Frak one of those like on grind time, one of those, especially given the legacy of the card, one of those like, you know what I'm saying, not quote unquote random matchups that people be taking with small league stuff. I consider that, you know what I'm saying, up there with everything else to be weighted heavily and weighted the same. He kind of, out of all those performances, like that's probably the weakest one that he had, but I get it. If you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you lose to Frak, it's fine. Frak might beat you anyway. Let's keep it a stack. But you can't lose to Verb. You can't lose the Verb.
You can't lose that. That's a can't lose situation. The Frak situation wasn't a can't lose situation.
No.
Come on now, don't do that.
You can lose. What I'm saying is, you might lose to Frak anyway, right? Because Frak's really like that. But if you lose to Frak on grind time, 90-second rounds, it's not gonna really affect your career. It's gonna help Frak more than it hurts A Ward. If A Ward is using that to say, I can't lose to Verb, because let's keep it a stack. That's what it is. That's the matchup. That's make or break for that's Ward's up to this point. I would call that Ward's biggest battle in his career up to this point. You know what I'm saying? So he can't lose
straight up. That's it. Yeah. This. So you feel like the situation with Frak, do you think that puts any pressure on A Ward? Let's get to that. Let's get the pressure. Is there any pressure, or is it just so different that it was like, all right, bro, them 90-second rounds, this is grind time, GTX, different environment, things like that. Like, how do you process that as a fan? Because I've seen people change their bets. This is what I'm saying. I'm not a bet changer. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've seen people change their bets after what just happened.
I got the fan perspective and the analyst perspective. The fan perspective saying, dang, that might put more pressure on Ward if I'm just looking at it face value, right? If I'm not really looking that deep into it. But because, you know what I'm saying, we watch battles, you know what I'm saying? We would know what's up. We keep the history.
Right.
If you look historically at A Ward's career, historically, 90 to 99% of the time around there, whenever Ward loses clear, it gets dark for the next person.
It gets dark for the next person. This is what I'm saying, bro.
It's dark.
That's what I'm saying right there. Right there. Yeah. He has a history of doing that. So go ahead. Go ahead. It's right though.
That's what but a lot of people might not know that. A lot of people know that that's kind of how he is. If he hates losing. He hates losing more than, I think he hates losing more than any other battle rapper. I think I like he shows it because when he loses, clear. Next person, it's upstairs. So I think best case scenario, quote unquote, for Verb is if he were to like barely beat or barely lose to Frak, or you know what I'm saying, make it competitive or a fun battle. But he got put up out of there. Like, and Ward, I can guarantee the first thing Ward did, 24 hours, he went back and rewrote his rounds. He looked at his rounds and said, "This ain't good enough." He threw it all out and said, "Now, like." Because that's the kind of guy he is. That's the kind of guy he is. Now, I didn't change my bet. I had Ward going in. Okay. To like when they announced him in Verb. So I'm not gonna switch up. And I'm actually more confident in my pick now. If I'm gonna be honest, given historical context. You feel me?
Okay. Now shout out to my man Knowledge from Rabbit Hole and things like that. The fans will definitely put more pressure on A-Ward. He says to perform at a very high level versus Verb. Not sure if that's something that's ever affected A-Ward. Now, what I'll say to counter that, the promotion from Verb, right? And this is what I tried to tell him. I said, Verb, you've made this into a situation where it's like, this guy don't even deserve to stand in front of you, right? Now, if that's the case in my brain, whether right or wrong, I'm going to say, yo, he shouldn't get nothing, right? He shouldn't get nothing. So what that means now is the standard is higher for Verb because he put it out there like that, right? This guy don't deserve to be in front of me. He's not one of us. We the gods. We on Mount Olympus. This guy's looking up. Cool. So then that means it shouldn't be no issue, right? The one thing I said is I would, if A-Ward wins the first round of that battle, Verb is in trouble. He's in trouble, bro. He's in trouble. He's in trouble, bro.
I mean, think about it, Tone. Like if we really, you know what I'm saying, you watch, you know, you watch 99% of battles, like you really know what's up, especially Verb's catalog. How many times does Verb win the first round?
Well, he wins that. He usually go crazy in that first because that's usually vintage Verb.
That's what I'm
Varsity Jacket Verb.
That's what I'm saying.
Captain Marketable with the waves. Shout to the hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older guy, so I salute anybody that's like 35 plus and got the hair. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. That's just great genetics. You know what I mean? But Varsity Jacket, Wave Cap, Do-Rag Verb was winning that first round, bro.
Facts.
9 times out of 10.
Facts. I agree.
Straight up.
I agree.
Like straight the fuck up.
I agree.
But see, that's what I'm trying to say though. Are we gonna get that level of Verb now? Well, people say you go back to previous performances, you talk about passwords. See, that Verb shows up.
Yeah,
that's a good Verb right there.
A good Verb.
Is that enough to beat Ward? Probably not.
Probably not.
But that's the cadence. That's the type of timing that we want.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the issue is like after that first round, because I expect A-Ward to lose that first round, make that second round close or edge that second round out, and then pick up on that third. Because one thing about Verb, he doesn't typically finish strong.
Yeah,
he doesn't. Especially if the first 2 rounds close, he like, well, shit, I did what I need to do.
Facts.
That's how he gonna do.
But if you look historically at Ward's best stuff, Ward writes up. Usually,
he writes up.
Right. He writes up. Right. Second round usually better than his first round. Third round usually better. Like if you look at the Nitty battle, his second round is his best round. I mean, he lost because Rum Nitty left Earth, but like his second round, I think is better than his first round, and his third round is better than his second round. Now, like. But also, I think Ward gonna load that first round, bro. I actually think Ward gonna win that first round. He's got to load it because if he loses that first round clear, he doesn't win. There's no way he wins in that building. He's gotta load that clip.
No, he has to. He can't waste any time, right? Speaking of not wasting any time, I want to segue real quick and things like that. I know my man Frak is coming up here. No rush, brother. We got time. You know what I'm saying? We doing this show. We doing the radio show. We working today. You know what I'm saying? We out here today. You know what I mean? Now, Jerry West and DNA. Because look, next week on Black Compass Media is all URL week. All right. We doing all URL work. You know what I'm saying? And I got a few requests, Lang. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Lang, Tito. I got a few requests, right? So I'm gonna take up the glasses respectfully.
Sure.
New Nails, we need you on the show. P, we need you on the show. All liaisons, JB, I might hit you up because I need you on the show. I need full force, all right? Because see, one thing about me is I just want battle rap to be great. I just want people to thrive. You understand me? And what I think people are sleeping on what we're gonna get from SM13.
That's what I'm saying.
I think people are sleeping, bruh. I think Jerry West and DNA is about to go crazy. I want to hear what you think about the promo for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your predictions on that? People in the chat, what do y'all think about the promo for that so far? What are y'all predictions on that matchup? I think that's about to be one of them. So
I love that matchup. First of all, if you look at the outside card, we were talking about it in the spaces, and you know what I'm saying, shout out to the executives. I was talking about how him and Foots was going to be it, and it was it. You know what I'm saying? And I really think DNA versus Jerry West, a motivated DNA on Summer Madness, where, you know, if you really look at the card overall, it's really it's a Summer Madness that feels newer. If that makes sense. It's a newer Summer like, look at the names on the card. Jerry West, Av. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, like you got, I mean, Tay-Rock, obviously, you know what I'm saying? OG DNA been around for, but like these guys who part of that maybe third, fourth generation, you know what I'm saying, are now at the top of the card. They're now at,
it feels like a torch passing card, right?
T-top. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? To a lesser extent, John, but John's probably like second gen, third gen, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? But like this isn't Calico, Loaded Lux, Murder Mook, T-Rex, Big T, Sue Surf even. This isn't that. This is URL. Like, this is not Smack DVD Summer Madness. This is URL Summer Madness.
Agreed. And the only semblance of that you got is with Hollow.
Yeah,
you know
Hollow.
What I'm saying? But he's battling Twerk, which I think, again, people are sleeping on what type of matchup we're going to get. You remember Hollow is the guy that went up against Loaded Lux, right?
Facts.
And at the time, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Hollow. At the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's nothing that Hollow's going to be able to do. Lux, period. Right? Lux is too hybrid. It's too much going on. It's too many rhymes. There's nothing he's going to be able to do. Right? That was my opinion. Now, I watched the battle. It is hands down, it is my favorite battle of all time.
Wow.
Second favorite is Verb and Hitman, but those are my top two right there. Hollow has an ability to neutralize that fucking dynamite that Twerk is about to throw on that stage, bro.
Facts.
He has the ability to neutralize that. You know what I'm saying? And then Twerk at 100 in that room, in that environment, in the city I was born in Houston, Texas. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna shake.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, I got a ticket. I'll tell you right now, I got a ticket. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get what's in order. I gotta get it in order, and hopefully I can get out there. But Jerry West and DNA, I mean, here's the crazy part. I'm never betting against DNA. Ever. By
Talk
default.
to me. Why?
By default. DNA.
Wait, but before you go into that, people in the chat, it's 105 in here now. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Keep pulling up and things like that, because we got a packed show. My man Frak coming up. We got the RBE intake guys coming up. You know what I'm saying? Talking things like that, because you know I cover the whole gamut.
Facts.
Right now, before you answer that question, I want to know from the chat, from the people in the chat, name some battlers that you never bet against.
That's a good ass question.
Name some battlers, because I got my list. I don't bet against John. I don't bet against DNA. I don't bet against Geechee Gotti. I don't bet against K-Shine. Those are my 4. Hitman used to be my 5th, but lately it ain't been that.
Yeah, lately it ain't that.
So those are the 4 people I never bet against, straight up. So who, like, you said you don't bet against DNA.
So I got John, K-Shine, DNA. I don't bet against Rum Nitty.
Okay, fair.
And I don't. What's up?
That's fair. I got some things to say, but that's fair. Go ahead.
I don't bet against Rum Nitty, and I don't really bet against Rock either. I don't really bet against Rock. The reason being, for Rock specifically, to me, and I've said this I'll say it till forever until I change my mind. Tay-Rock is the greatest battle rapper of all time.
Ooh, talk to me.
He just is. Like body of work, level of comp, classics. Like everything that anybody might have over him, he just has more of. He has more main events. He has
Mm.
more classic battles. He has more battles. He has more high level work. He's been, you know, like the knock against maybe, for example, a Mook or a
Talk to
Lux.
me.
They're not outside.
Talk to me.
Rock is out. Rock battling Cuban.
Talk to me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Cuban, by the way. But like, he battling Cuban like Cuban is Av.
Right.
Like,
Right.
like that's the crazy part. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I can't really, if you the GOAT to me, if you really the GOAT to me, I can't bet against you. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You know what, bro? And let me leave a comment with somebody left
Yeah.
a comment at Dimitri. I'm not insulting Hitman at all, bro. For a long time, I never bet against the guy. When he was on Wild 'N Out and he would dip back into the culture and just battle Tay Rock or battle K Shine or battle Suge, I wasn't betting against him then. He was just in a different pocket, bro, since the old Red battle, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't bet against him. I feel like lately he's gotten away from what made him great. At some point, we need to see small room tracksuit holla. Man, saying what? Man, what? Like, we need that holla back, right? Like, right now. You see what I'm saying? So I get it, but I no disrespect to Hitman.
Of course
because
not.
he's one of the greatest to ever do this.
Facts.
It's not, it's hands down, right? But as much people that give praise to Tay Rock, I never really hear anybody call him the GOAT or say that he's in that conversation until now. And you articulated it well. Outside multiple eras, right? He's a lot of guys' first big matchup now. He's gotten to that territory. And he's whooping their ass.
He's whooping their ass.
He's not playing with them.
You know another thing, Tone? If you ask a lot of battle rappers, he's their GOAT. Twerk, Av, when they battle him, they're like, that's the GOAT right there. That's what they say. So like he only has respect to fans. He got respect in the industry as well. Not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, got both. But I got DNA, by the way. We'll circle it all the way back. I got DNA 2-1, but I think a lot of people sleep on that card, and I think a lot of people sleep on that battle. Right. Jerry West ain't gonna play. If Jerry West wins, I'm gonna be very happy for him, because that Jerry West will arrive finally after some missed opportunities and some unfortunate circumstances, both in and out of his control. If he goes in there and does what not many people have done on a Gnome or Summer Madness, beat DNA.
Whoa.
What we doing?
But you know what though? Let me say this just real quick, right? Everybody in here, just a quick update. My man Frak is on the way and all that, but we gonna talk until Frak get up, you know what I'm saying, until he do his thing. So stay up here and things like that. The link is open if you want to jump in on this conversation, man. We'd love to have you up here. Everybody's welcomed and all that good stuff. Now, I think Jerry West is in a state of trying to figure out, right? Like, okay, let's put it like this. Jerry West, right? This is a put up or shut up moment for West.
Facts.
It is, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. During the COVID era, when everybody was in the house and SmackDown was feeding people and giving us free pay-per-views, Jerry West was doing his goddamn thing, right? Now, he took some time off the court, had his, injury, shout to the ACLs and all that. You know what I'm saying? But wasn't really on battle rap time and just getting life in order and things like that. The brother's back. He done lost some weight. He looked focused. He looks ready, right? He looks prime. In my opinion, watching that face off, he looks ready to take that next step, bro.
He's ready.
He's ready to. So this is a put up or shut up moment. Now, I don't blame you for having DNA in the battle. I'm going to go West, and not based on anything that I heard or anything like that, right? I'm gonna go West because he needs this moment, bro. He needs this moment, bro. He does, man, and I think he knows that. And I think, well, DNA knows that too. That's why DNA is.
DNA knows that.
But bro, DNA could lose his battle and be on ESPN the next day.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen it before. Like, DNA is certified, stamped, all that good stuff. So if him and West end up having a classic and it elevates West, then that's good money for him too. But this is a put up or shut up moment for West, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
And DNA too, like, to your point, but like the reason why DNA don't be losing that often is because he don't think he think every battle is a title fight. These moments, DNA lives for Gnome. He lives for Summer Madness. He lives for matches where people doesn't think he can win, or where he's like, y'all really think he can beat me? Shouts to King Los. Remember that? People were like, remember going into the battle? Like, yo, King Los can really rap, bro.
Yo, it's people that got King Los winning that battle. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, there are a lot of people who have a lot of people winning a lot of battles. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at like JC. Right. He battled JC. Like, he was like, JC had to leave Earth to you know what I'm saying? But DNA going to that battle, he battled like, you know what I'm saying? It was everything.
Hey, Tito, this is what I'm gonna do, man. Stick around and all that, man. The link is out there and stuff. We're gonna have some time to interact and things like that. Anybody that's in the chat, fans of battle rap, fans of the culture and things like that, the link is gonna be open for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna tap back in. But Tito, bro, I appreciate you, bro. You already know what time it is, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
You talk your talk. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate
you. Gonna be at the Eazy card?
Bro, I'm outside.
I bought my
I'm outside.
You know me, I'm outside too, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Tito, I'll be watching.
Appreciate it. Hey, so shout out to all of y'all, man. Everybody that's here, man. The crowd is warmed up, probably somewhere around 120 in here, man. But share the stream because there's a lot of things I want to go to. There's a lot of things I want to talk about and things like that. But we're about to have my man pull up right now. All right. So the artist that you see that's on half of that flyer right there is an artist from the Bay Area, San Francisco. Stand up. Shout out to the whole Bay, man. I love it out there. Best weather in the country, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Great people, good food, all of that. But they get to that rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen, bro. I'll be in my bag, man. Shout out to Grand National. Shout out to Pass. Shout out to God damn. Shout out to Too Short. Shout out to E40 and all that good stuff, man. But you seen this guy do his thing in King of the Dot. You know what I mean? GTX, things like that, man. Very, in my opinion, we got to start putting some respect on this brother's name, man. You know what I'm saying? And we done did this interview thing before, man, but we tapping in right now because we got to get talking about what's been happening, the work on the court and things of that nature, all right? So without further ado, we have the Bay Area's own, my man, Frak. Frak, what up with you, bro?
Yeah.
Intro, man. Yeah, you like the intro? Hey, Frak. So before we get into everything, bro, I wanna give you the ISO, man. Talk to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what you need to let them know. You know what I mean? How is Frak doing?
Did you hear that Don DeMarco? Did you hear that Don DeMarco I just gave myself?
I heard the Don DeMarco. I did. I heard it.
I gave myself my own Don DeMarcos now. The culture's not doing it for me. I'm my own.
Hey, talk to the fans, man. How you doing though?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Coming off an awesome battle with A Ward, awesome weekend in general, battle rap, seeing friends and people in the culture that I respect. Got to be a fan. Got to have a performance of the night caliber performance, and now just going back to my daily life of music and cartoons. But overall, I'm doing good.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's good to hear, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you in good spirits, man. We got to talk about it, man. Battle of the Bay, GTX, man. Listen, let's get certain things in this culture mean something. You know what I'm saying? Battle of the Bay means something. It means something. It carries weight. You came in there like a man on a mission. I need to understand the motivation of things. I need to understand because, you know, A Ward is red hot right now. We know what he got lined up in the crosshairs against the legendary Aye Verb and things of that nature. What was your goal in the approach that you took in this battle, man? Break this down for me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess A Ward is someone I respect and someone that I've had in my crosshairs for a minute. You know, it's been a matchup that people have been wanting to see. And I think it happened at the right time where, you know, I'm coming off my SoulCon joint. He's coming off, you know, every year with A Ward is pretty crazy, but I feel like we're both at the top of our game right now. And then with the whole Aye Verb element, it just brought a whole new pressure, I think, for him and me, just like new eyes on it. It became a battle. You know, I've had a lot of great battles in my career. I've had a lot of great performances, but some of them get swept under the rug. Because they're not relevant in the narrative of the culture, if that makes sense. And this was one of those battles which felt like this story is going to get told of what happens in this battle. So I had to come correct.
So you know, the fact that A Ward is the name that he is, and he's about to, you know, he's at Max Out 3, you know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, I'll be there. I'm showing up to that, you know what I'm saying? But he's a guy right now, he's red hot. He got the Aye Verb situation going. Was your job there? You feel like your job was to play spoiler for people going into that matchup? Was that in your head as you was taking? You could be honest now, you know what I'm saying? Now the battle is over with. Was that really your mission, to make motherfuckers call me and change their bets? What's up, bro? Talk to me.
It's a good question. I mean, for me, I feel like, I'm one of those battle rappers that if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if people really know me, it's like I haven't lost a battle in like a decade, you know? So it's like, if people really are tapped into my career, they know this is a dangerous battle for A Ward. But because there's a lot of casual battle rap fans, a lot of people speak without knowing. I heard tons of bloggers saying, like, you know, Frak, A Ward's gonna win, yada yada yada, and then this is just all a build up to Verb and yada yada yada. It's like, nah, I think
was the warm up. Hold up. We're gonna say how it was. They were saying you was the warm up match.
Right.
They said you was the layup line. That's what they said. That's what I heard them say.
Yeah, and I didn't really let that, you know, factor in. I'm so familiar with the way the culture talks about things that didn't like piss me off or give me a chip on my shoulder. But what I will say is that I think A Ward knew that this wasn't a layup, that this was the more difficult battle for him, and that this would factor in. And I think he ended up coming. I liked the way he approached me. I thought he had a great performance. I think he took it 100% seriously, and I guess styles make fights, right? And that was a tough matchup for him. But I think Verb is a better style clash for him, and I'm excited to see how he not bounces back, because that was acting like he had a bad performance. But I'm excited to see how he, you know, builds on this narrative, and I think what happened this weekend will only push him to a crazier level, you know?
Yeah. Now I gotta address something, right? And I pride myself on being real. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people peg me as politically correct and things of that nature. I'm gonna get right to the narrative. The narrative is that A Ward can't beat white folks. He can't beat white people. Now, everyone has their theories as to why that is the case. As a white person and also an MC and also someone who's battled him, do you find that, like, is it one of those things where, like, culturally, like, I seen this before, I know exactly what to say to this type of dude, you know what I'm saying? Is that a cultural competency that takes place there? Is it in his head? Is it the fact that he battles mostly street dudes, black dudes, this and that? Like, what's your perspective on that? Or do you think that narrative is BS? Let's get to that.
There's so many ways I can answer this, but I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna quote myself. You throwing stones at a glass cathedral and crack the steeple. I finally understand why all the white rappers beat you in his framework, where white is light and black is evil. When you can't play the savior, your act is see-through. You's a bitch. Nah, you could risk. That's a preview, because Christian's supposed to eat the crackers, but all these crackers eat you.
Bruh. Filthy. Filthy.
So that whole third was trying to break.
First of all, hold on. Can we? Filthy. All that right there, that's exactly what a lot of fans and a lot of people feel about Ward, bruh. Straight up. You said sometimes in battle rap, okay, I love complexity, but sometimes we just want to hear that shit, bro. We just want to hear you go for it, bro. But break that down, because, okay, you saying in essence, you played a savior role. You played I'm high and mighty Christianity, white guy in the culture, and you street dude, and I'm gonna show you why what you doing is out of pocket. I'm gonna paint the contrast or whatever. But when he can't do that, that's when the trouble comes, right? That's what you saying with that one, like that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my point, and also it kind of connected to the whole missionary angle, right? Is like these missionaries all over think that they have like a culture that's better or more civilized than the places that they visit. So like kind of connecting A Ward's like no cursing, like you know, like I'm like the Christian guy who's the good person, and you're like the evil guy, and I'm gonna like help you tune into godliness, connecting that to like missionaries and stuff like that was like basically the way like I metaphorically tried to break that down. And I think really though that explains more his success with URL rappers and rather than it explains his demise with white rappers. Because if I'm gonna be honest, preparing for A-Word, all that dude does is beat white people. He goes to a random town every week, banks on some white rapper named, the lyrical Blicky 1000 and small league. And I think what people are mistaking is when they say white people, they mean me, Ilmac, and Big K, who in my opinion are like, I'm saying this including myself, so I'm gonna be humble and just say Ilmac and Big K, two of the nicest battle rappers of all time in my all-time top 5. So when they say you lose to white people, what I hear is you're losing to two of the greatest battle rappers ever, and me, who is a hard matchup for him. And I think people don't put respect on Ilmac and Big K. Big K is starting to get a lot of that respect, but people don't put respect on people like me and Ilmac to the point they should as MCs. So people just translate to that as you lose to white people rather than what I feel is like you lose to goats, you know?
Okay. You like, okay, well, they just happen to be white, but they some of the best battlers doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once the narrative takes shape, it's like, bruh, like, you know what I mean? It's tough to escape. Shout out to Real Deal too, because I thought he got him as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I remember that one. That was a good battle, though.
It was. And I'm like, you know, it's one of them things. And I think what happened though, right? If I give you my honest opinion in the battle, you just covered so much ground. The 7 deadly sins work, bruh. I had to rewind that shit like 3-4 different. I'm like, yo, he really, because in 90 seconds to do that, crazy, bruh. Crazy. That approach is dope.
You know, I went 215 every round. But me and A-Word agreed to it. So for anyone saying I cheated, me and A-Word talked about it beforehand. But yeah, I couldn't fit it into 90. I had too much to say.
Okay. I just feel like when it comes to let's get into your style, right? We already kind of know what people are about to say about you. We do. To me, you're a difficult matchup because of that reason, right? Like we know they're gonna do you white guy, Jewish dude. What's up with the Jewish jokes too? I'm black. Y'all just white folks to me. You know what I mean? That shit don't really resonate for me personally.
I was feeling A-Word's T-Pain remix though.
Yo. I'm at the bar mitzvah. That was funny.
That was hard.
That was funny. But you know, okay, so you're a tough matchup because we know what people are going to say to you. You can deflect well, you can angle well, and things like that. You cover so much ground in the battles that, okay, you just called this dude white and corny for 3 rounds. He broke down your whole style. Where you from? How is fake? He picked out the wrinkle in your style that's so whack and exploited it. Like, it's real. It's actual battle rap work going on. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to this, though. I want to get to this. This underrated shit, right? That term pisses me off at times. Because at what point do we just say that somebody is just good? He's just good. How many times do we got to do this? Do you feel like this battle kind of like solidified it? Like the responses that you get into where it's like, nah, Frak is actually one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like it's still more work to do on your end?
There's definitely always more work to do. I feel like at this point, I feel like my battle rap peers really know what it is. And like guys like Hollow and Goats of battle rap have been supporting me since the very beginning. You know, I've been lucky to have a lot of good battle rap of my peers in my corner. I think for me, it's like those moments of transcending, right? Like the Diz moment was a moment I transcended King of the Dot, and it became a moment in battle rap, and people started to tune in. And I think because of the pressure of Aye Verb maybe, and just because of the GTX had a lot of talk around it, it's kind of like the beginning of this battle rap legendary summer. It was like this was the kickoff, right? I think because of that, this was another moment I feel like I've transcended, and it's reached, beyond the GTX and King of the Dot fans into the URL, RBE, international UK battle rap fan bases. But I think
Right.
it's always on me, and I think until I do a battle on another league like URL or RBE, there will always be people who are unfamiliar. So I'm gonna have to, make that happen.
Okay. Okay. So you feel like maybe you got to take the show on the road a little bit. Listen, I don't know what's in the air out in Oakland besides some great weed and things like that, but you and Pass is different guys when it's time to hold down the town. You see what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
are we going to see Frak on the road? I would love to see you out in Staten Island somewhere. Shout out to Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
battle.
saying?
That's a long
You
time coming.
you at homeschool, I feel like could be one of them. I'm just saying.
But here's the thing on this topic, like that wouldn't be transcending. Like all the I battle people already know who I am. Obviously, I would love to do I battle, and that's a bucket list thing. But I think what we're talking about right now is moving to a different battle rap space.
Yeah, come to We Go Hard, man. My man Steams will take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Steams will
I
take
like
care
that.
of you. You know what I'm saying? So we going for like the gutter matchup. We going for the real respect, like you versus a King Money or Ish Moolah or Gaddafi Green or Fetty or something like that. That's what you going for?
Shit, man, I'm open, man. Like for me, I tend to only battle rap when it really makes sense for my career, because
okay.
I'm music first, content first. Everything has to feed in. So if I'm gonna take a battle, it's gonna be something that adds on. Like I don't battle for the culture necessarily. Like obviously everything I do is for the culture, but everything's got to be in a way that helps boost my name and be a step up. So as long as it's that, I'm open to any league, any matchup.
Okay. Somebody in the chat said Frak versus T-Top. Now T-Top will have a very interesting conversation with you. I'm gonna be honest. Like
that's a tough talk about a tough matchup. That'd be a tough matchup for me. For real.
Yeah. What do you like when you going through matchups and stuff and you said, okay, I do things that make sense for my career and stuff like that. And I sort of read that as saying, okay, I look for challenges. I look for things that's gonna elevate me and bring me to another space and things like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I get it. I get it on that aspect. But what do you define as like a tough matchup? Would it just be like, okay, I'm in a different space, it's a different environment, or is it like, a certain type of rapper that you want to go after or something like that, a puncher or angler? Like what's the matchups that you feel like will really give you that challenge?
Yeah, like I've honestly just battled so many anglers where I've had to be so strategic. Like back to back, I had Solcon, A Ward, and both of those matchups, those guys were trying to, Solcon didn't execute it, but his whole game plan was to pull out files on me and talk about my life. I would love to challenge myself against a puncher, like a real, like someone like Twerk or Nitty or someone who's just an electrifying performer where I would have to really rap with them and test my pen in that realm of battle rap,
Frak, did you just say Twerk or Nitty?
Yeah.
Seriously. Like them alien. We talk about the difference between punching and I mean they got dynamite in their hands, bro.
Like, but here's the thing, they've never faced, I don't want to say never, but they've never faced a style like mine. That's a perfect style clash because especially someone like Twerk, who is like the best at what he does. Like his wordplay to me is unbelievable, clean, smart, knows when to get pause for reaction. For someone like me who is going to be weaving a whole narrative about that wordplay and like these two energies colliding, bro, like those are the type of battle rap style. Like I think that's what I want to do next because I've had some mirror matches lately, but I think I want to test my hand at something like coming up against a style like that.
Okay. People shout on man Jerry West, shout the Foots. I think those are good matchups. West,
Jerry
and
West.
West is the one.
I actually, when I was talking to P about doing URL, that was a name I threw out there, Jerry West.
Okay. Are you still in talks with jumping over to URL and things like that, or is that off the table? What's up?
Not off the table. Last time we connected, we talked about doing a one-off type of thing where it wouldn't be an exclusive deal, but where we would, do a matchup on one of these cards, see how it went before we sign anything type of thing. I think that's probably what I would, as someone who's kind of busy with a lot of other ventures, I think that sounds great for me because I don't have to do a guaranteed number of battles a year. And it's just like a bucket list thing to just do a URL battle. So I think that's something that could definitely happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Now you know, here's the thing. I'm a battle rap fan who enjoys battlers who are themselves, right? If you putting on a facade, if you not owning it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. Like, be you. But when you in these different spaces, right? When you think about matching up with Jerry at one of them smoky rooms in Brooklyn that we go hard, or matching up in Carolina against T Top down the rabbit hole or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel a need to like adapt, change your style, like read the, you know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously everybody got to read the room, but it's like, bro, like you coming in with a whole different aesthetic. So do you feel like, damn, sometimes I maybe want to switch it up or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you stay true to what you are? Because, I'm not an MC, but I would think, damn, I'm stepping into this different space. They might not be feeling the jokes as much, or they might not be, you know what I'm saying? Like, or they might think I'm not serious. That's the other thing that people will tag MCs like yourself with, because there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of condescension and sarcasm and stuff like that. So how do you view that adaptability between these different, spaces and stuff?
That's a good question. Like, as of right now, I believe my style could translate anywhere as is, because my jokes, and actually earlier in my career, I started off a little more silly, like I had some more Carter Deemish qualities, which I think is an amazing style in battle rap and necessary.
I love
But like,
Carter Deemish, man.
if you see my last, 4 battles, Diz, Danny, A Ward, Solcon, like, I'm being funny, but I'm not joking around. Like, every joke is hard,
right?
And every joke is written. Anytime there's humor, it's written like a punchline. It's written with wordplay. It's written with intent to angle or demean. Everything is for a reason. All the writing is structured, and I don't. And rest in peace, Pat Stay. He I think did, of anyone who transferred to URL, he did it the best, where he completely stayed himself. He was funny every time he battled. He was impactful and he came hard, but he stayed he kept the humor first, and like, everyone loves to laugh, like,
right,
like, let's be honest, like, unless it's a real depressed room somewhere, I think everyone wants to have fun.
Pat was the master of like that judo type of style, where you go in there too tough with Pat, oh, you're gonna have a long day, because he's gonna make fun of all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not gonna fight me. You signed to I-9. Like, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, how'd you get over to Canada? You shoot yourself over one of them big ass guns? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what? Like, and then you think about it, like, yo, if he's so gangster, how did he get over the border? Then I'm looking at you crazy. Like, yo, word? He was good at breaking down the facade. Like, I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? So okay, we talk about adapting to these different spaces and stuff like that, man. Somebody mentioned you and Real Sick, man. Real Sick is an animal.
He's recently just become a friend. So I don't know if that battle would go down, but he is probably one of my favorites. Randomly, one of the most slept on. I think he had his time where he was coming up and people really respected him. But at this point in the game, I think he's kind of slept on. But from what I hear, I think he's going to change minds with that this summer. So I'm looking forward to his upcoming battles.
Yeah. Now, Battle of the Bay. Who else are you impressed with that night? And I need to know your perspective on Crip Mac. Let's talk. Let's go right there. You know what I mean? I roll up on her doing the C Nasty. Yeah. So what'd you think, bro?
I just watched that on pay-per-view. It was hilarious, man. Like, I have a hot take that I'm like, anytime an industry battle rapper comes, a lot of battle rapper fans are like, not this guy trying to take from the culture and get a check out of battle rap. I'm like, hey, I think every time has been hilarious and worth it. Like, Crip Mac was hilarious and is probably going to bring a bunch of views to GTX. Joe Budden threw the mic down and had a temper tantrum. That was amazing. Like, fucking Fredro Star versus whatever. That shit was a fucking shit. Hilarious. King Bao, I need that battle to drop. I want to see how bad he was so we can make memes out of it. Like, all these terrible things, I think, are worth it, because it's just like, no matter how shitty they are, they're bringing eyes to battle rap, and no matter how much they're making a mockery of themselves, like, the culture will live on,
And I think for the casual fan and stuff, or just for the fan that's not an MC, people need to see how difficult this is. This is not
Yeah,
easy, bro.
that's another point too. Is like it checks their egos, because it's like you watch this thing you're a fan of, you're like, oh yeah, I could do that, and you're like, oh no, this is, and I've done all types of performing as someone who's acted and done, fucking huge concerts and festivals and all types of different types of performing and TV. Battle rap's the hardest art form. Anyone who's tried it will tell you.
Wow.
Any of these guys, Dumbfounded, Charlie Clips, Hitman, all these people who've done different ventures, battle rap is by far the hardest art form to perfect. It's fucking, you have one chance to memorize and perform something. And once you can do that, bro, everything else, any art form feels easy, except stand-up. Stand-up's pretty hard too. But everything else
is difficult, bro. I tried my, what I'm saying, my little college humor
Really?
/ deadpan work. Bruh, making people laugh is difficult, bro. Like, what I'm saying? Going to little open mics, bro. Like, I got up there, first of all, nobody does this shit without having a few shots. I put on the dark shades and I went up there and I talked about college and life and music and whatever. I got a few laughs here and there, you know what I'm saying? The first time I did it, the second time I did it, I was horrible. I felt so bad. I go to the back of the bar to go get a drink, right? There's this like older dude there, this like older comedian, old timer. He's like, that was actually, I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was fucking great. I'm like, yo, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, seriously, just keep at it. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know if I could take, like, as a human being, right? When you tell a punchline, when you tell a joke, just like battle rap, and nobody does anything,
right? Bruh, no feeling.
5 seconds of just like, okay, that right there, that'll put that'll pierce through your soul, bro. Like, you'll never forget that. I'll never forget the looks on people's faces as I thought a line was gonna land and it did not. So I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? But you try stand up as well?
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't want to say I've tried, but I've done some like small open mics. But I'm thinking of like starting to build a set, like starting to write a set and try my hand at it, particularly because I just got on something pretty cool that I need to work on my comedic skills to build, that I'll be able to announce soon. But it definitely is really a challenge for me, even for someone like me who does skits and humor stuff in battle rap. But it's like comedy and battle rap are both the two art forms where it's like it's just you, your words, and a crowd, and you have nothing. You have no beat. You have no other instruments except your words to move a crowd and make them react. And that's a tough thing.
Now let's get to this, because you made a little cameo, the main event, Dizaster, the legend himself, versus Eazy the Block Captain, who I think is one of the best battle rappers doing it right now, right? That battle was that battle did a lot. That battle did a lot of spider senses was happening as this battle was going on. NDA gate, right? Like Watergate, NDA gate. I need to hear your perspective on that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, in retrospect, I watched the battle again after the controversy, and I said to myself in the moment when I watched it, I said, this is the least disrespectful diz that I've seen in a long time, right? Few little teeth jokes, Papoose t-shirt, cool. That's tip of the iceberg compared to what he's doing, Solomon, right? Like, so what's your perspective on the battle and the NDA? I need to know that as a battler. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
As the bearer of the second NDA in the battle.
yeah, in case the other one got ripped up. Yeah, right.
I feel torn about that battle. I feel like both of them could have been better. Like, I've seen better Eazys, I've seen better Dizzes, but even those two legends at like 70% made for a very interesting battle that I think was very debatable. I think something Diz could always be better with is like setting up context for angles. Like, I felt like if he were able to set up that NDA with more like context, I think it was hard for people to figure out what it was. And now that it's being talked about, I think, and has more context in the culture, I think when people watch it back, that angle's probably going to hit harder. But in the battle, I wish he set up a little bit more of like you sent me this NDA. You said there were certain things I couldn't say, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And then when we did the whole thing, I think it would have hit harder. But then again, I also feel like there's so much smut on Eazy's name. I don't know what to believe anymore. And I'm not a rumor mill type of dude. Like, I really stay away from the drama. Like, I just want to see the rapping part of battle rap. So when it comes to like the intricate rumors going on, I sometimes just tune that shit out. So I really don't even know what's true and what's not. What I do feel like, though, is that battle rap is a mandatory free speech zone, and even though that sometimes, as I feel like you're aligned with this, Tone, but like I feel like sometimes that creates space for some trash, creates space for people being fucking using that free speech to do dumbass shit and say dumbass shit that I definitely disagree with. I think that's part of the game. I think battle rap could never be censored, because even though we say a lot of dumbass shit, and that's the beauty of it, is you need that free speech there. So in general, I think having some document to censor what an opponent says isn't the look.
Okay, I get it. Who do you think won the battle?
Oh no, I only watched in the building. I gotta watch it back on camera. I left that battle being like, I have no idea who won that. I felt like the second and third were super debatable. So
Okay.
What do you think? Did you pick a winner yet?
I thought Eazy won the battle. I thought that like it's very petty, and the fact that there was an NDA kind of overhead. I don't know what to do with that, honestly. And this is honestly the first time where I've seen Dizaster, like, for lack of a better word, flustered. Like, because this is so not native to what he's used to, right? Like, this is a guy who's been around since the freestyle era, right? The idea of handing someone a piece of paper before the battle to tell them what they can't say, in my 36-year-old mind, like, as a guy who went to the store to steal the Smack DVDs, like, I can't compute it. I can't. Certain shit happens in battle rap, and I'm like, bro, back in the day, Sub-Zero would have cut the camera off after a certain round, right? Big K round versus Adi Boom. That first round in the DVD era, we would have just got the first round. We had never even heard what Adi Boom had to say, because the streets didn't care at all, right? Like, so this shit is all wacky to me. I don't know what to do with that. But on substance, just looking at it for what it is,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I felt like like Eazy got it. You know what I mean? So let's pivot to the content. You know what I mean? The content that you create and the things that you're working on, as far as music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear that. Yo, man, you could fucking rap. You know what? Like, we're really the thing that really like said it for me was that video. Damn, I forget this shit. I think it was what's it called? Vacation. That might have been in the chorus or something like that. You and Pass, I think, was on the same.
Oh hell yeah, Chameleonaire.
Yeah, that shit was fire, bro. I was like, yeah. I was
Thank
like,
you,
nah,
bro.
he could really actually rap. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing sonically?
I think Pass, if it wasn't me, I think Pass probably had performance of the weekend this weekend against the legend Reed Dollars. So
Oh yeah, he went.
And his music is always crazy, so I love collaborating with him.
Right. So what type of mood are you in sonically? Like, what are you doing right now musically and stuff like that?
Yeah, I basically got an album done that I'm about to put out soon. Just working on a couple music videos and kind of a release plan for it. But in the meantime, I started this series called Foursquare, which is basically 4-bar back and forths with like my favorite rappers out in the Bay. And it's probably going to move beyond the Bay too. So Pass is definitely going to be on there. I'm definitely going to try and work with the battle rappers, at least the ones that I think are dope musically, in that series. And then I got a lot of dope fixture artists from the Bay Area on there as well. So before the album, you'll see a lot of music, and they're like 1-minute songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's your thoughts on this era of like hip hop? Right, I was having this conversation with my friends, and he's funny. He's more of a like Andrew Tate, like one of these guys with these crazy ass hot takes. He's like, yo, the thoughts ruined hip hop. Like, I don't know if you noticed, Tone. That's what he said. He said the thoughts ruined hip hop. They controlling the aux. they rapping about anything. And I was like, bro, they are just rapping about a lot of the stuff that these guys are rapping about, but from a women's point of view. So if you want to say that's trash, I've been feeling like a lot of stuff been trash for years at this point, but whatever. But I feel like marketing yourself, putting stuff out there, cultivating a fan base, right? Like we've been seeing something from Ebro saying that, you know, the big music labels is falling back from hip hop in favor of Afro beats and Latin trap and stuff like that, right? So, you know, as an MC, like how do you like sort of grade this era? Like, do you find it more difficult, you know what I mean, in terms of getting exposure and stuff like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how would you just grade this era of hip hop music?
I'm still thinking about what your friend said to you, bro. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like I guarantee that fool has "Get Rich or Die Trying" in his car. Loves hearing 50 Cent rap about getting his dick sucked. Like, yeah, I relate to that. And then it's girls getting her ass ate or like riding the dick. He's like, oh, gross. A girl has I need 50 Cent's voice narrating the sex scene, not Meg the Stallion. That's disgusting. What the fuck are you on, dog?
Bro, they make it. I'm a cook clean though. They make it records. I can't even sing the chorus out loud. Like all I could do is just bop to it. But homegirl talking about getting her butt ate. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
you're supposed to eat some ass to it, like a man. Honestly, though, I feel like women are kicking ass in hip hop right now, man. Because some of these women, even though the topics they're rapping about are very sexualized, like they can rap. Like Doja Cat has bars, Meg The Stallion has bars. Like I'm a fan of all that shit. I think it's so funny when dudes try and act like that shit is trash because it's like all music is sexual, bro, especially men's hip hop. So I'm like, I never understand that. But I definitely do think hip hop is in a weird period in general, just with the way the industry's working and TikTok and attention spans. It's like hip hop is existing in 15-second dance intervals right now. And it's really hard for people to adapt. As someone who spends a lot of time on TikTok because I have like 100,000 followers on there, and I'm like working to build my audience on there. Not even to brag. It's like because it's like a lot of these TikTok's crazy because I'll post a battle clip that'll get me 1 million views. Post a song that'll get me 1 million views. The next video I post will get 10 views, and it's like it's just the algorithm is just like you're throwing a stone in a pond on there. But what I will say is that it's an interesting era where some people don't even know the name of the song, but they have a song in their head. It's a 15-second loop, and the original artist may not even be credited on the TikTok. And it's just like people's attention spans, because we're just swiping all day, are getting so minimized. It's like I can't even tell you. Like, not that many of my homies listen to albums through and through, and that's like as a hip hop head, I'm an album guy. Like I need to listen to it in order the whole way through, take it in. And I feel like that part of the game is missing, and that's sad to me. Although I love some of these kids on TikTok, like I think a lot of these kids are creative, and I do think we're in an era of independence that's pretty cool. Like some of these young kids are just doing it themselves and using the internet, using TikTok and Instagram and hustling themselves and not having to rely on labels. And labels may be obsolete in a decade, who knows? But it is sad to me that our attention spans are becoming so lower and songs are becoming so quick.
Yeah, nah, that's real. That's real. Cause it's like, even like when the baby first came out, the baby, right? Before everyone hated him and stuff, right? And I was like rocking with his music. It reminded me of, see, I'm into punk rock as well and stuff like that. I mean, you know, shout out to Smashing Pumpkins, things like that. But it reminded me like of like the Ramones, like where it's like 2 minutes, you get, you know, a verse, chorus, and he may even repeat the last verse, and then that's it, right? Like it's just here. This is the verse right here. Like one verse, 116. That's all you get. Get your dance off, get whatever you need to get off, and then you're done. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm from the era of like the you know, standard was 3 verses and no feature. Hov was
Mm-hmm.
giving you 3 verses. Nas was giving you 3 verses. DMX was giving you 3 verses, bruh. We got away from that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, is it just an attention span thing? Is it that people can't rap as well? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to attribute that to, besides the TikTokification of hip hop. Right?
Yeah.
We coined that up here too. So if you you know what I mean, just give me my royalties. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just that part of it is weird. And I feel like such a fossil because I'm listening to Hotline Life Volume 2 from front to back, straight up, skits and everything. So I don't know. The way
I'm like a mid 90s baby, so I'm caught between the old heads and the Gen Z, and I see both sides, right? Like I can see I mean the shit I grew up on was fucking old school hip hop, Nas, MF Doom, probably my 2 biggest influences, Mos Def. And then I also like the new shit. I like what the kids are doing. I don't think putting like when you said these kids can't rap as well, or like is it that these kids can't rap anymore as well? I'm like, that's hard to say because I think a lot of this stuff has like artistic intent to it. Like even the stuff that's not like 16 bars of rapping, like I can see the art in what a Young Thug does with like his harmonies and like the way, like as long to me as there's like originality in it, like that's what hip hop was always meant to be, right? It was just like taking a sample, flipping it, and doing some original shit over it. Like that core thing is still flourishing right now. Like people are going crazy with sampling and being original. It's just a whole new thing. And I think we sometimes blame that shit on individuals and rappers rather than like the systems, which I think are more at fault, like the labels and the TikTok and like Spotify and all these things that have changed the way music is consumed. Like that's to blame more than any individual like rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's real. The thing I like about this era, you know, because there are some redeeming qualities. First of all, production is insane. Like just through the fucking roof. I mean, from Cardi to Lil Baby to this last Travis Scott album, it's like they wildin'. You know what I'm saying? The other thing I like is the genre bending. You could tell that these kids grew up on more than just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like Uzi went full hardcore, you know what I'm saying, on his last joint. He bring me the horizon. He got my man from Glassjaw on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what? Like he really went there with it. You feel what I'm saying? So I like that aspect of what the culture is doing. You know what I'm saying? I think Tyler the Creator is a genius. I'm saying it out loud, whatever. It's probably not a hot take at this point, but I feel like his whole catalog is ridiculous.
His last 4 albums have all been like back to back, front to back.
Crazy.
Insane.
But you know what the other issue is too, before we get to this game? The other issue, in my opinion, like if Tyler the Creator was the same complexion as Beck, he would have as many awards, right? Like Igor should have swept the Grammys. Like
Igor won a Grammy, right?
Igor did. It won Best Rap Album, but it's weird.
It wasn't even a rap album,
bro. I'm like, bro, this dude just created the black version of Ziggy Stardust on this album.
Right.
Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like he pushed the envelope so much, right? And as an artist, you push the envelope that much, and they're just like, oh, rap, we're just gonna put you in this category. Even though I'm playing keyboards, I'm giving you melodies, I'm giving you R&B, I'm giving you rock, I'm giving you glam rock. Like, where is the love for that? You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking problem.
Culture is like racially coded to the point where it's like he makes like a jazz album and he gets put, and that's unfortunate too, because it's like that's what genres do, is it kind of like boxes things in that aren't meant to be boxed, you know? Like that Igor album was a rap album, it was a jazz album, it was a pop album, you know what I'm saying? It was all that shit.
Yeah, goddamn masterpiece. All right, let's get to the game. Let's play a game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Saw and things of that nature. Saw is a weird fucking movie. Like, I'm sorry. I just like, what's the point? Like, you have a key attached to your penis, and if you don't, like, it's like, dude, like, yo, what? Like, how? First of all, how did you? Like, that mean that you had to touch me in order to? You see what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with
I think this might be the start of your stand-up set, man.
I'm just saying, what's wrong with him? You know what type of nasty stuff you had to do to me in order to get me in this position? You have a combination lock in your rectum. Like what?
Yeah.
How?
I want to see the Saw sequel where it only shows how they set up each game.
Yeah.
Like, what's the process, man?
Where it like shows him like just like, and he has an assistant like, what you doing? Why you put that in there?
This is not what it said on when you hired me for the job, man.
Like, yo, bro, like this is ridiculous. All right, so let's get to the game. All right.
Okay.
Now let's set up the scenario for you. Frak is out somewhere. He's hanging out. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Somewhere in Oakland, having a good time. You know, y'all like to eat out there. Y'all like to hang out and things of that nature, man. It's good bud in the air, right? All that is there. The scene is set, right? Frak gets a phone call from the engineer. The engineer says, Frak, I need you to come to the studio. Okay, cool. You drop everything. You ash the blunt. You head over to the studio. He says to you, he says, yo, look, we gonna make a track, and I got producers that owe me a favor. I got producers that owe me a favor. All right. And it's your choice because this is gonna be all free because they owe me some shit. All right. Now he says you get your choice, 3 producers. He tells you Alchemist, Hit Boy, Metro Boomin. Who do you pick?
I actually have a relationship with Alchemist. He's a huge battle rap fan. I haven't pulled the can we make a song together card yet? I don't want to be that guy yet. Right. I think that could happen. And I feel like of all those people, it was Alk, Metro Boomin, and who else?
Alchemist, Metro Boomin, and Hit Boy. Who do you pick?
I love Metro Boomin and I love Hit Boy. Hit Boy knows how to do an album and make it cohesive for sure. Right. I would go Alchemist just because I think that's more my style of shit that I would sound good on. But I don't know, Metro. I feel like I could go crazy on a little double time Metro Boomin beat too. But I'm gonna go Alchemist because that's my guy, and to me, one of the best producers of all time.
Okay. Shout out to Alchemist. I agree with that as well. Some of the best produced beats. He can go dark. He can go happy. You know what I'm saying? I like the morose shit.
Loop with no drums and just like
like he can just give you a violin and just like it's the hardest shit you ever heard. You like, yo, there's no percussion in this shit. Like this is ridiculous. Now, okay, cool. Now next week happens. You pull up to the studio. Uncle Al is there. You know what I'm saying? He got the big crates because he old school. So he coming in with the big vinyl crates and all the jazz records. Okay, Frak, we gonna put this together. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of yours for years. Now we hop on the track. Now, this is what I got for you, though, right? Some people owe me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Some of these MCs, man, they owe me one. You know what I mean? So we're going to put some features on this. Now, he tells you, it's your choice, man. Whatever you want to pick, right? These people owe me favors. ESTG, Lil Baby, or Benny the Butcher. Who do you pick?
See, this this whole conversation is fucked up because now I'm not unbiased. Now I have an Alchemist beat in mind. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I would have went for one of the other two in a different situation, but I gotta go Benny if it's an Alchemist. It's gonna be soulful. It's gonna be a storytelling track.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with the Butcher.
You ain't worried about getting cleaned up.
It's a fair point, but come on, man. So far I don't have many L's on my record in terms of features. So
okay, fair. Now, so next week, get up to the studio. Alchemist is there, Benny is there. You know, it's nice little hydroponics in the air. You know what I'm saying? They playing records. You know, Benny, yo, I'm a big fan of yours. You know what I'm saying? Upstate New York, man. You know what I'm saying? Meets the Bay. Like, this is gonna be one of them. All right, but yo, I've been on tour, you know what I'm saying, running into a lot of singers and stuff like that, man, and we trying to work on some tracks. Say, yo, we got Uncle Al here, you here. We need to get some soul. We need to get that voice. We need to get that chorus on here, right?
Okay.
So these are the people that owes Benny the Butcher a favor, right? And you have your choice. Now these is hitters right here. All right. He tells you got your choice, bro. All right. This is on you. I'm doing this off the love. Shout out to Uncle Al. I got Janet Jackson, I got Ashanti, and I got Lauryn Hill. Who do you pick?
Once again, we were on a grimy Alchemist track with Benny the Butcher on it. I can't imagine Janet Jackson singing a beautiful. So I'm gonna pull the Uno reverse card, and I'm gonna get a third rap verse from Lauryn Hill to close out the song on an album.
You gonna tell Lauren to rap?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lauren. I know you were thinking about singing today, but
Right.
I know you got some taxes to do, but you're gonna rap for me today.
Lauren might clean both of y'all up.
It's true. I'd be honored.
Okay. So we got Alchemist, we got Benny the Butcher, we got Lauryn Hill featuring Frak, right? Now, without hearing anything, you know what I'm saying, just the names and everything like that, what's the name of that track?
We're gonna call it taxes. It's gonna be about evading our taxes.
That's hard, because you know Lauryn Hill had them issues, bro. She really gonna smoke y'all now. She's really about to smoke y'all, Frak. I'm gonna be honest. She about to kill y'all. You know that woman went through it with them taxes, man. Come on now.
Benny's verse is gonna be about like taxing drug dealers and shit, and then my verse is gonna be about like growing up around all the accountants and shit, and taking my own. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a concept song.
I like this as a concept. Like you don't seen all them people game the system so they don't gotta pay taxes. Benny on some street stuff, so he gotta get taxes from people. Lauryn Hill went through it with them people, so she give her perspective. That's a fire track, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, we speak it into existence up here. You know what I'm saying? Now.
Wait, can I ask you a hip hop question that might be relevant in my life soon, potentially? If you had the chance as a rap fan or even as a rapper, and you could either do a freestyle on Bars I-95, Sway, or the new one, On the Radar, that Drake and Central C just did, and I think Bill Collector and Cortez did. You had these three choices. What platform would you?
I'm going to Sway. I'm going to see Uncle Sway, bro. I gotta see Sway. I have to. That's not even a shout out to Bars on I-95. Shout out to On the Radar. But I gotta see Sway, and we gotta pick them 5 beats. Shook One's got to be one of them.
See, they don't really
I'm
do
rapping off some bass shit
anymore.
too. What'd you say?
They don't be doing 5 Fingers of Death anymore. I love that series.
That shit was fire, bro. Like what? Like nah, but I'm going to see Sway. I'm going to see Sway because I need to get that like certain people, certain personalities got that stamp of approval. Like Flex, everybody can't come up here. Everybody can't. Like, when he get in that bag, you know you did something. When Sway Sway cool, so he like that was tough. That was tough.
Yeah,
that's a Sway compliment right there. I need that. I do. You know what I mean? Shout out to LA Leakers too. Like people bringing them up. Shout out to Leakers. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. I'm going with Sway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember your what was it, the freestyle that you had done and shit, and you kind of intertwine your face with the stuff. It was like it was on the Sway shit. You was wilding on that shit
during the pandemic. Yeah, during the pandemic, and I think that actually gave me an open line to Sway. So hopefully we can make that happen.
I gotta ask you this question. I asked my brother past this question as well. You know what I'm saying? Biopics, right? See, I'm a big biopic fan. Like I love biopics. I love music biopics, especially. You know what I'm saying? All the great artists that come from the Bay, bro. All the great artists that come from the Bay. You had your shot at saying what the next biopic is, and it's gonna be a rapper from the Bay. Who gets the biopic?
My first instinct is Mac Dre because they had this thing called I think it's called Trill TV or something like that, and it was like they filmed a lot of his career, so it was like Smack DVD almost, where they had like all these tapes, and he just had such a like impact early on, and then like died, and then the hyphy movement came, and it was so based on his energy, Like I would just love to see a documentary on his life. And then also there's like new stuff that's come about his death recently, and people like think they knew it is. So it could be like kind of like that type of like mystery aspect to it too. So I feel like that would be incredibly entertaining.
That would go, man.
He's just kind of like a slept on legend in like, I mean, not in the Bay, obviously everyone adores him. But like outside.
Shit. You had to take the week off in the Bay if that happened, boy. Whoo! Because it's gonna be one of them out there. You know what I mean?
What did Paz say?
Paz said Mac Dre too. He said Mac Dre. I thought one of y'all at least was gonna pick Too Short or E40. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
gonna happen though. Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Too Short's got like a street named after him recently in Oakland.
What? Word?
Yeah.
Is it? Wait. Don't tell me the street is called Too Short Avenue.
Wait, that's actually insane. Bay Area legend.
Crazy.
Too Short honored with street named after. Yeah, it's Too Short Street.
Oh, that's fire. Yo, I live on
Too Short Way.
Too Short Way, bro.
Yeah.
There's like an 11-year-old aspiring rapper that's just like, yo, I live on Too Short Way. Like I'm about to wild out. Like what like you gotta have some bars if you live on Too Short Way. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying?
I saw someone in the chat say the Jacka. I think that's also a really good answer. That's like
absolutely
a super slept on legend from the Bay who had a big impact out here. The other person I'm gonna say, just for my own sake, is Tone. Ever heard of Zion Eye?
No.
I think if you were to look him up, you would know him, but he's a Bay Area legend who unfortunately passed last year. He's more of in the conscious rap lane. But he also made some like serious like club hits too. And he was actually the first person to ever like fuck with me. He signed me to his label not too long ago, and he like tragically died, like basically got killed by hospital police.
What?
During the pandemic.
Wow.
But anyway, this guy, true Bay Area legend too, and just wanted to shout him out too. And I think there's actually a documentary already being made about him, but shout out him.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, yo, Frak, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming up here, your perspectives and things like that, man. You always welcomed up here. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing, because you know we watching, man. We watching, we seeing what you putting on the table as far as this battle rap thing, and respect is there, bro. Like,
who's we, Tone? Because I don't think the other Black Compass
listen.
I don't think they're tuned in the way you are, man.
And listen, man, look, but no, hold on, I can't do that, because we all of us said between all of our platforms that this matchup, like this coming to this A-War battle, I'm like, you better be fucking careful. You better be careful. And we still ain't forgiven whoever the judges was in that Diz situation, because that began the villain origin story. For real. Like, that's the beginning of the arc right there. You
that's hilarious, bro. That is come on, bro. In the Frak biopic, that's the villain arc. When I walk out, like, I'm not taking my foot off the gas for the next
yeah, everyone has to die now. But no, I'm gonna give you the ISO, man. Tell the fans what you need to tell them, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on, how to follow you, things like that, man. It's on you. All right.
Appreciate you, Tone. Appreciate Black Compass Media. Obviously, very dope news source for battle rap. In terms of me, man, just follow me at Frak the Person, Frak the Person on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck they got going on now. I'm on there. Tap in with the skits, music, and then also if y'all are a fan of the cartoons, like the Ketchup Mustard and the Cat vs. Dog and the Cheese Battle we did, me, Ilmac, and Pass is the team behind that. And we're actually, we actually just hit 200,000 followers on Instagram, Rap Off Battles. So if y'all are a fan of the cartoons, follow us on there. We're going to be trying to make as much cartoon shit as we can. And we started a Patreon actually to support it for battle rap fans who like want to get early access to the cartoons and help, you know, because this cartoon shit costs like thousands of dollars per minute of animation. But
Jesus,
we have had some really dope meetings behind the scenes with, different networks and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if something happened. But in the meantime, follow us on there, because we're going to just keep the content going and doing it independently as long as we can.
Okay. That's what's up. Hey, Frak, man, you always welcomed up here, man. You stay safe. Keep working, keep doing your thing, bro. We in tune. All right.
Salute.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. That's my man Frak, man. Shout out to the whole Bay. Shout out to the whole Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Said a lot of things, man. A lot of potential matchups and things like that. Let me know who y'all want him to battle and all that good stuff too, man. And don't go nowhere because we still here. We still got stuff to talk about. I got the link in the chat. If you want to come up here, because I know it was a bunch of people that was in the queue earlier. If y'all want to come up here, man, and y'all want to speak your piece on whatever subjects y'all want to speak your piece on, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I asked a biopic question to the last two guys, so I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat from your state, from your area. You know what I mean? Local, regional, rappers and things like that. Who would you want to see get a biopic? Who would be your choice for biopics, man? I really want to see that. I want to know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a real big biopic fan. I feel like that opens a lot of eyes to talent and what people was doing and how influential people were and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And while we get all that in order, man, I want to just shout out a couple things, man. Shout out to the whole intake class. You know what I'm saying? I know they're supposed to be coming up here real soon. Shout out to my man Osiris for putting that together. You know what I mean? B the Emcee, power, kid depth. Like, yeah, let's talk, man. So anybody that want to come up, man, y'all more than welcome to come up here and things like that, man. What battles are y'all watching? You know what I mean? What's the energy like, man? And what's just the whole feeling around battle rap right now? Again, man, I can't say enough, man, in terms of the type of content that I'm seeing, man. Like the cane bearing gifts card, like, oh my God, bro. First of all, do any of the Wodies have a chance to win? Let's get to that. You got Jazz and Rum Nitty, you got Geechee and Coffee, and you got Vixen and Chilla. I'm gonna be completely honest here, ladies. Y'all in trouble. Oh yeah, I got issues. Jazz, you better be in your bag because you know what Rum Nitty here to do. Chilla Jones, Vixen, Vixen, look, I know a lot of people are down on Vixen lately and stuff like that, man. She's still really good at this craft, but Chilla Jones is a different monster. I want to know from y'all, who do y'all got, you know what I mean, in terms of winning and stuff like that? Who needs to win the most? You see what I'm saying? And like going into like, because each of these people have multiple battles and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? How are we judging this? Like, how are we grading these types of matchups? You know what I'm saying? My man PhD program says 0-3 respectfully. Lord have mercy. We don't got no faith in the ladies. I know I seen one person that said they would be lucky to get 2 rounds between the 3 of them. I said, well, that means somebody's getting 30. The hell? Chris says he has Vixen beating Chilla. I need you to explain that one to me, sir. If you want to hit that link and go to the invite, please help me out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, but shout out to all of y'all, man. I know that you know what I'm saying? I know that like people are gonna come up here soon and shit like that, man. Whole lot of shit going on, whole lot of stuff to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Far as like on battle rap time and stuff like that, a lot of interviews, a lot of the promo, man. Do not let the promo slip through the cracks, man. The Jerry West, the DNA promo, I think is super dope, man. Next week is Smack. Next week is Houston. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all predictions on that? I think that card is going to overperform. I think it's going to be better than what people actually think it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a lot to talk about, man. I see my man Ghost just pop up now. Ghost, your screen is black. I can't bring you up here with no imagery, sir. You know what I'm saying? My man Marquise Vegan says, who do I think will win a versus battle between Kanye and Drake? Man, if I'm being honest, bro, on this subject right here, bro, like I honestly think Kanye will win because Kanye got so many of them anthemic type songs. Like when you hear the intro from All of the Lights, like, you know what I'm saying? Like even the stuff on Life of Pablo, like, you know what I'm saying? Part 2 and all that stuff, man. Like, and then Flashing Lights and just, he got so many bags he could get in that it'd be difficult, bro. Like you standing in front of some of the like most iconic records like made in hip-hop, some of the most best produced work we've seen. Like, what is Drake gonna play if Kanye does Devil in a New Dress? Like, what is he gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kanye can answer Drake. I don't think Drake can really answer Kanye like that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. If they going up to 20 and things like that, they're gonna be mixing in a bunch of records, and you know what I mean. But Drake do got them songs, man. Like I think in this type of scenario, man, the songs that would hit for Drake is like the passion fruit and shit one dance and all that. I feel like that would hit for him a little bit harder than maybe some of the rap stuff, but you know, we have to see. So shout out to that. Now we got somebody coming up here, man. My man Ghost. Ghost, what up, bro?
Wow, what's poppin', Tone?
I'm all right, man. Life is good, man. Talk to me, bro. What's up?
Coolin', bro. But I feel like anybody, you know, this rap shit, anybody can lose at any day. But I feel like that energy in that Riot room, Vixen could win. Like Chilla, slow paced. He like to you know slow walk you to it. Way he put it together. You know, but Jazz can shock some people too. I think. Like
You think so?
People saying that it's gonna be third. You know, champions 3-0s all the way. I don't think that. These are some of the best, you know, men and women in the world. Like we might, you know, ain't no telling what we in for.
You think the ladies can bring home one of them? Like you
I
said,
definitely think so.
You said you got. Wait, hold up.
Like,
You said you got Vixen. You got Vixen in that battle against Sheila Jones.
Yeah, like it wouldn't surprise me if you know if that was the one. If I was to pick one, that'd be the one I'd pick.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Riot card overall?
I like it. It's fire. You know, Gotti always he gonna have all tears on it. He gonna show love to the home, to the hometown. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, no doubt. September 3rd and things like that, man, and that's out there in Atlanta. Now, okay, let's pivot to other what's going on, man. This, you know, we see the NDA controversy and all this stuff with Dizaster and Eazy and stuff. I want to get your perspective.
Dizaster been wilding for like 3
years. Yeah, Diz been wilding. Now Diz kind of killed me with that. You don't call no 40-plus-year-old black man from New York City a guest.
Nah,
that was a little weird. I know he apologized for it, so shout out to that. But that was just
but like sometimes you can't wild out and then be like, yeah, I know I was like, yeah, you was wilding. Like you knew what you was doing when you did it. Like that's why he apologized.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like you can't get that one off. But what's
then you can't talk to 3 like that. Like three really hip hop like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like 3 up here talking to Royce and Elzai and all these type of people, like stop it.
Yeah, like crazy. Come on, man. It just was that was a little wacky. But what's your perspective on the Diz and you know what I mean the Eazy situation as far as the
battle or the you mean the battle?
Nah, the battle and like this whole NDA controversy where Eazy gave him the things he can't say and all that other stuff. Well, like, what's your thoughts on that?
So with the battle, I had Eazy winning.
Me too.
Yeah, and like with the NDA, man, I like from what I've seen, I don't know. I haven't looked too much in it, but from what I've seen, NDAs is crazy in general because these niggas slander each other 24/7.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, if I could sign an NDA, I would have been battling years ago. What?
Yeah, like what? Like all right, you can't talk about my mom, my kids, my job. Let's
what?
Go. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Right. Does that impact how you view the Geechee Gotti and Eazy matchup at all?
I got Geechee right as of right now. So as far as impacting it, yeah, I feel like it's more bullets in Geechee chamber. You know what I mean? Okay. It's just added on because you know Eazy been having a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of slander on his name. So you know, Geechee paying attention to all that. I heard him in y'all spaces the other day saying like, "No, I'm gonna talk to him." I'm like, "Yeah, he ready." So you know, I'm excited. Then that's the one I'm waiting on for sure.
Okay. But you said you got Gotti winning. Is that because of all the angles and stuff like that? Like, why do you got Gotti winning?
A lot of angles, and like he gonna be the first person who can have that talk with Eazy. That Eazy gonna be battling because that happened like right before the Reed or right after the Reed battle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then it dropped that happened. And then Diz, we didn't expect Diz to really touch on all the stuff going on. And now with the NDA stuff that's added, and we kind of know me. I feel like I know how Eazy kind of gonna come at Geechee a little bit, but like people tell Geechee it's kind of the same. People come at Geechee the same way, and it don't really stick. You know what I mean? It's like Geechee like Floyd with it. It's like, yeah, you got a couple punches in, but that shoulder roll nice. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Classic line from Hitman, by the way. I'm standing there giving him the Mayweather shoulder. Like,
all right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get another guy up here with us, man. Mike, I see you in the chat, man. Mike, what up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Mike? Talk to me, man. What's your perspectives? What's your thoughts, bro?
I had a quick question for you because you're gonna be the one that's gonna have to deal with it a little more than like us as fans that care about this whole NBA situation. Like, you think you would do having to deal with like somebody that you signed if they got number that you're, you know, that you work for or whatever, they get somebody asking them about signing the NBA. What do you think you stand on that?
What would I? Okay, all right. I'll put my artist hat on real quick. My manager hat on and things like that. Right. Put my manager hat on. No, we're not doing the battle. Like, there's no reason. Like, bro, for what? Like, and then, you know, based on what Piper Boy read, based on what is on the NDA, I mean, it sounds like it's like, see, it's one thing if it's like, yo, don't talk about my dead homies, my mom's in the hospital, don't talk about her.
Now, those are the times where, not to cut you off, I think those would be the times where you could use that as a benefit. That can actually help the culture, because there's a lot of times where people blow up on each other over crossing those type of lines that if you would have had that conversation or had something in the contract saying that you can't speak on that, that'd be a time where that might be something that would be able to work.
Right. So I get that. But, you know, most people, right, if you call them and say, bro, my mom got cancer, please don't talk about it. Like, bro, most of the time they're gonna be like, I wasn't even gonna go there with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I like any mentions of your mom is out straight up. People gonna respect that. But when you get to the like, yo, you can't offend me, like, you can't talk about my beliefs, like, what are we doing?
Like, imagine getting to the fight and you be like, you can't punch me in the nose. Like,
yo, what?
Don't use your power hand. Only your left. You only jab. Only jabs, man.
Only jabs.
That's crazy.
No left hand.
But yeah, I think it's just a crazy time, because I think people now got the NDAs have become something that the public eye has heard of. Now the everyday nigga think that he could just pick up something and don't know what you touching. Like, that's not the NDA for battle rap takes away way too much of what you came here for.
That's real. I do think NDAs could have prevented a lot of stuff in the past and stuff like that. I always respected Goods for saying, like, bro, just don't talk about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I always respected that, you know. But, you know, I just feel like what are we doing? Right? This is the art of poetic disrespect. Like, this is
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't battle rap because I can't handle people like, one, spit in my face. Yeah, a lot of you rappers
super fact.
A lot.
Yeah, niggas don't believe
a
in
whole
personal
lot.
space at all.
Bro, I was at an event one time, and I know DNA, I love you to death, bro. But him and Charlie Clips versus the Cannons, bro. DNA, I was at, you know, when you at the event, right? You got the lights on the stage sometimes and shit, and it creates a little bit of a glare. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Somehow I was at a side of the stage to where the light was right there, and I could see the particles spittle coming from like DNA, like to the Cannons. I'm sitting there like, oh hell nah, right? And I know that I'm not built for that, right? I can't have you talking about my friends and wanting to punch my mom in the face or whatever the hell they be talking about. Like, bruh, I know I'm not cut out for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, so, but what are we doing? That's a part of the art, though.
We'll be out here like,
like, bruh, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, like he said, no talk about religious belief, this and that. I'm like,
yeah, I think that's when you get into those type of and it's crazy to think that you see the people who are trying to be known for being the most disrespectful or the big. You want to take all the acclaim of being the algorithm or being at the top of this game, but you don't want to take the shades or the disrespect part. It's not going. That's not how this ever was. I don't understand. If we start allowing certain things through customs, what is it going to lead to?
That's real. But you know, there is a theory that's emerging that the reason why Eazy did that is so that the Gotti battle remains kind of fresh. So Diz doesn't get his turn to really go for it on the angles. So now the Gotti battle, right? Because there's a lot of things that Diz left on the table that he could have said.
Right.
But you know, for a lot of fans, it's like, nah, I'd rather hear Gotti talk to him about these things. You see what I'm saying?
But if you're gonna do it, don't do the battle then. If that's your take on it, then don't do the battle, because you're not only robbing your opponent of being able to come at you at their full potential, but you're robbing the fans of being able to get the battle that they're looking forward to. You know Diz as one of the guys who touches on the pause if needed on any and every situation that a person has going on. So you come at him with that's like coming at him with a full loaded gun and then taking the gun from him. But I still got to stand here. I got to give you something, but I can't give you what I'm supposed to.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Yeah, it's like new territory after new territory, right? The idea of even contracts, right? We still really getting settled into that. And then now we got NDAs and all that popping up. Like, bro, like, what are we doing for real? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ghost, you just disappeared, bro. I don't know what's going on, but your camera's off. You know what I'm saying? But Ghost, as soon as you're ready, I'll get you back in. But Mike, so let me ask you the question. I actually asked to my man Frak, like, you know, based on where you from and all that, like, who would you give a biopic to, right? Like, who?
I'm from Jersey,
okay,
but I live in VA right now. But I'm from Jersey, so like
Jersey. Let's do it.
The plot. There's got to be for me Arsenal, just because of he's covered such a grave. He's been a part in all his stages, and you can transition from his stages of being able to start the UW and putting together some of the best matches that we ever saw, to coming back into the URL and battling. Like, he might not be my favorite from Jersey, but I think he has the best story to tell in Jersey.
That's fire. Arsenal biopic, because I mean, this guy went state to state and got crazy, things like that. The battle rap, and I think that'd be dope. Any artists, any mainstream like rappers that you feel like from Jersey could be a dope
from
biopic?
Jersey. See, I'm not I listen to. I'm an old head nigga. I'm in my mid-30s, so I'm stuck in my time.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be like probably like a Meth. I mean, like a Red, like somebody like that, because he has such a great. Another person who's touched so many different parts of the culture, and you can go to the movie and talk about how that set up his life and stuff. So it's a lot.
Right.
He would be my one. I'm not a big Joe Budden fan like that, so I wouldn't.
Okay. The illest part of that biopic, bro, would be when Redman did MTV Cribs. Like, if they showed that in the biopic, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that whole story is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many moments you could really reflect on, Red. You know what I mean?
Facts. But I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go hop back up on the clock. I just wanted to call in real quick, man. I always salute the Black Compass, man. I love the radio show, man. I always look forward to it.
Oh yeah, big time, man. Appreciate you, Mike. Get back on that clock, make that money. All right.
Definitely. Salute, man.
All right. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Shout out to Mike out from Jersey and all that. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to him. Big shout out to Ghost as well. You know what I mean? We just chilling right now. We just building. You know what I'm saying? I got the RBE guys coming up here real soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Osiris. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to B the Emcee. Shout out to Power. Shout out to Kid Depth. Like, yeah, we gonna talk, man. I need to get I need to get acquainted. My man PhD said Arsenal biopic will be called Once Again. Once again, I'm here. Yeah, that's the last thing we need. Little kids repeating and all that in the playground. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy slogan for anything. Like, that's crazy. So, but shout out to all of y'all, man. I want to know what type of. See, I need new music, man. I do. I need new music. I need to know what the latest and greatest is, man. Y'all in the chat, let me know what the type of things that y'all listening to. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to the Travis Project. Like, I had to get in a certain like mental space to be able to prepare for that. You know what I mean? Great production on that and things like that. You know what I mean? And we gonna get the stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I see my man just pulled up and things of that nature. I got the link. I got the invite link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of y'all. We're going to get down to some brass tacks. We're going to learn about some people today. You know what I'm saying? So my man ready, man. He getting his camera ready, you know what I mean? Like get right, boy. You know what I'm saying? My man said he slowly became a Larry June fan. I Larry June is one of the and like let me know what your perspective is on this, right? There's certain artists that I want to be a fan of, but they don't, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not quite like for me personally. I like Larry June because he talks about like just fly stuff, but not like I don't know. It's like he'll talk about just real cool, laid back type of, you know what I mean, type of stuff. He never really gets too crazy, too serious about nothing. But you know, it don't really do it for me because I was a Currency guy growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like that style of rap, that cool rap where it's like, yo, I'm just smoking bud, I'm with women and nice cars, and I like vintage threads and all that. Like, I don't know. I went through that phase in like 2012, where I thought that was like at peak. The Wale's, the early Big Sean, stuff like that. Like we went through all that, you know what I mean? So so what I'm about to do right now, man. We're gonna get into some other things. I know y'all see the other part of that flyer, man. We're gonna do some new battle spotlights and things of that nature, man. We're gonna tap in. All right. So shout out to RBE, shout out to Wing, shout out to Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Because they building a nice little farm system over there. You know, if you've been in tune and you watching the channel and stuff like that, you seeing these different battles from different guys that you might not necessarily heard of before, or you may have seen them on the small circuits, the small leagues, the I battles, the Bless the Mics, the, you know what I'm saying, OSBLs, the Houston Barcodes, and things of that nature. Like, these are the people that's really getting the chance to really go and make a mark on RBE and things like that. And I think it's actually cool to shed light on the newer generation, because I feel like when RBE kind of started, because of the way that it came about and some of the, you know, the newer artists from URL left, it kind of set up this rift and everything. I think this new generation of RBE doesn't have that energy for URL. You see what I'm saying? They respect them. Y'all doing y'all thing, but we over here in our own world, we try and make a name, and it's a lot of them, and they talented. So we're going to talk to a bunch of them, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple guys on one at a time. Then I'm going to bring in the whole group, all right? So this is what the energy is going to be. Now, first guy I have coming up here, man, is somebody that I did have the opportunity to watch a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to iBattle, shout out to Lex for doing his thing and things like that, man. I really want to shout that out, man. You know what I mean? Don't accuse him of nepotism here. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing nepotism, because I didn't even know he was homie's brother when I first seen him rap. I didn't know that. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, Luke came out of the back. You know what I mean? It was like, he killing him. All right, cool. But without further ado, man, I mean, RBE intake, you know what I'm saying? Class 2 2023, things of that nature, man. We got my man Osiris. Osiris, what up?
Yo, what's good, Tom, bro? How you?
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. I'm chilling. I'm feeling great, man. I'm in good health, good spirits. It's Friday Eve. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a good flow. The only thing that's bothering me is my allergies, bro. I'm getting my ass kicked by pollen.
Bro. That shit been kicking my ass all fucking month, bro.
They whooping my ass.
I'm in war mode, bro. I'm ready to battle. You know what I mean? It's about time I get my name out there.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you the who is Osiris?
Who's Osiris?
Yes, sir.
Osiris is just how do I even come there? That's a good question. Osiris is somebody that you want to keep your eyes on at all times. He's going to come out and give you something that you never seen before, plus a little bit more. You know what I mean? That's my projection on who I am and what I try to be when I come out with my new stuff, or new lyrics and new bars and all that. I try to give y'all a little bit of something that you've never seen before. Oh, pardon me. Give me 1 second. I can't hear you.
Go ahead. Oh, my whole thing is messing up. I cannot hear you. Let me see if I can try to come back and come.
Oh, they said I was muted. Okay, that was me. That was me the whole time, Osiris.
As I was about to say, I was confused.
That was me the whole time, bro. God damn.
You messed me up. I got my AirPods out of here and all that shit. Nah, it's cool.
I'm wilding, bro. I'm wilding. I'm bugging out. But
nah, you good, bro.
But you said a couple things that definitely stood out to me, right? Uniqueness, right? Try and bring something different to the table. What do you feel like the game is missing right now? Talk to me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that though. Like, it's so many different battle rappers in this game, and everybody could rap. Everybody could rap. I always say that everybody could rap. What I try to do is stand out amongst all the people that could rap. You know what I mean? If you look at some of my battles, some people may say I sound like my brother. Some people may say I sound like the next guy. But what you always gonna remember is how unique and how well I put it together. You know what I mean? And also, you did say that I was Aye Battle. Respect the Aye Battle and all them my peoples and all that. But I'm Showtime Battle Arena.
Okay, talk to me. Yeah.
SBA. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you have, like, just to dig into the bio a little bit, BX, right?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx, and moved out to Virginia at a young age. So, you know, I've been back and forth to New York and Virginia ever since.
Okay. And you start with this battle shit. Was it just you see Big Bro doing it, and it's like, nah, I could really, you know what I'm saying, I can make my mark. Like, what kind of
we used to do it back in the day in the barbershop. Y'all can look it up online right now. You know, Showtime Battle Arena is where Twerk came from. You know, my brother and all them came from. We used to battle in the barbershop back in the day. That joint was lit. We used to pack out the barbershop, only $5 to get in. Mad people used to go up in there and we just battle from there. You know, I did peep my brother doing it, you know what I mean? And, you know, of course, that's what made me want to do it. But, you know, there's a couple battles that I already been watching and I already wanted to do it. So, you know, that's why I got it here.
Okay, I could dig it. Right. So now at this point, you know what I'm saying, RBE, and mind you, we're gonna talk briefly because I just want to get the intros and stuff like that, and then we're gonna stick around, and then we had a whole panel here. But you know, so RBE, right? The main thing that a lot of people want to ask is what made you choose that route, right? Because you get to a point where now you start to gain some notoriety. People see the appeal, people see the marketability, the bars, all of that stuff. And it becomes like, all right, which path am I going to take? What made you decide on RBE?
Well, I seen my dude Fuse. Shout out to Fuse General last up and shit. My dog was making moves over there. And he just told all of us to go over here. Wing is giving out opportunities and all that. And that's exactly what she did. She gave me the opportunity and I just snatched it. She did what she had to do. And like I told, I was on what's his name? I was on another podcast earlier this year, and I told them the same thing. Like, it's just, they make you a home, you know what I mean? Everybody comes together and everybody like is pushing to be the next best thing. You know what I mean? You can see all the ambition from one, you know, group of people all together. It's like a big conglomerate of people that's just trying to push and be the best. And you want to be around that type of energy, you know what I mean? And that's what they get giving me at RBE, and I love it.
Yeah,
it's amazing over there.
That's what's up. Yo, Osiris, stick around because I got more questions for you and things like that. I'm gonna get the other guys' intros and stuff like that, and then we're gonna circle back. All right, that's what's up, man. Osiris, man, Showtime. You know what I mean? Shout out to that. Now, next MC I got, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I don't got no Red Wings hat or nothing. I don't got no Bills hats in here, but upstate New York, man. Yeah, Buffalo to be exact. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Home of Benny and Conway and West Side Gun. You know what I mean? 38 Special right up the street. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? The guy that I got coming up here, man, you've seen him, different leagues and stuff like that. Shout out to Aye Battle. Shout out to whoever wants smoke. Shout out to the Trap. Things of that nature, man. We got another guy up here right now that's making his way on RBE stage and doing this thing, man. This is B the Emcee. B, what up with you, brother?
Yo, Tone, salute to you, bro. What's going on?
I'm all right, man. I'm good. Wait, can I ask you briefly? Can you turn the camera horizontal, sir?
Are you upside down?
You might take the screen lock off.
Yeah, I got you. 1 second.
Let my man get right. You get right, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all, man. Make sure y'all follow everything and stuff like that, man. We have opportunities for people to come and speak to these artists as well. You know what I'm saying? Emerging battlers and things like that. Yeah, PhD, you know how we give it up over here, all right? So we got my man B the Emcee. B, what up?
We good?
Yes, sir. We good. We solid.
Let's
We
go.
solid, man. What's up? Buffalo, talk to me, man.
Buffalo, I'm ready to work, bro. I'm ready to put on for upstate. I'm ready to put on for my city, especially, bro. Like, this is what we need, man. This is what we need over here. For sure, bro.
Okay. You a little bit choppy on the Wi-Fi reception, but I can hear you perfect. I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi or what, but maybe it just we all good though. I can hear you.
It's that Buffalo Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I know. Listen, they don't get it. Winter start in Buffalo in like October. Like
it's gonna start getting cold quick.
Right. Now, Buffalo, man, talk to me, man. Coming out of Buffalo and things like that, man. How you got your start in this battle rap thing? You know what I'm saying? Bro. I see the first joints is in the trap. What's up?
Yeah, though, the trap was dope. Buffalo didn't have a league. Upstate had a couple leagues I wasn't familiar with. So when I did my research, the trap was kind of the first league that really like gave me information, showed a little love, said like, yeah, we got you, even though you never battled before, we'll put you on a little bit, so. But my first battle with the trap, it got canceled. But me and Bobby T, salute to Bobby T, we battled in the park. We got our shit done. And, after that, man, the trap has been a good relationship. Last time I was there, I was on Ohio. I battled Skills. Salute to No Mercy. Salute to Peso. Salute to Skills, man. That battle was crazy. Go check that out. So, yeah, man, like the trap is dope.
Right.
Sure. And then after that, man, it was whoever wants smoke, bro. Like I was going around here and there, but whoever wants smoke popped off, and it's been family since then. It's been home since then,
Yeah. I can dig it. I mean, running the circuit is tough, man. See, people will look at the verse tracker and be like, yo, who is this? But it's like, bruh, to get to that point where the Lawrences of the world and Wing is you on the radar and stuff like that. Walk me through that. Like, how did that happen? Was it, they seen a battle? Was you referred? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, definitely. Salute to whoever wants smoke again, the whole team. Salute to Mama. Definitely salute to Mama. Dope people, probably one of my favorite people. She saw the talent early. She saw what I was doing, kind of saw where I was headed with it. I had a moment go crazy on Twitter with the tunnel vision bars. So, a lot of people were familiar with that. So that kind of showed that I was like, capable of creating that type of push and that type of, impact. So I think all those things combined when Mama tapped in with me and said, yo, Winged is, setting it up and she's got the shit right now. So if you ready to go upstairs, get in there. And I said, okay, let's go.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. I mean, yo, let me ask you this before I get Power on now. Power, I don't see your video or your shit's muted. So you know what I mean, get ready because we gonna get to you soon. But just me as my own personal, I'm an upstate guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
I always feel like it's a little bit more pressure on us, you know what I'm saying? We say we New York, but we 6 hours away, man. So talk to me, like, are you feeling that pressure to kind of put on for the town? Like what's up, man?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's not pressure to put on for the town because, like, I've been doing that. I've been definitely representing for Buffalo the whole time, been representing for Upstate. I've been in a couple of different leagues. People know where I'm from. So I feel like Upstate as a whole, too, is growing. There's a lot of dope MCs coming from Buffalo right now. Shout out to the new Upstate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's at right now. That's where all the, new talent is from Upstate. So it's a movement right now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Upstate right now, the new Upstate, like that's where you need to be kind of tapping in with because we're taking it in. Shout out to Miss Ill, shout out to Casino C, shout out to Boogie Blue, just shout out to Upstate in general. Like we're killing shit right now.
Big bro CB, my man Crack, my man
Crack, fire.
Yeah, he's tough, man. He battled my boy Riggs, and that shit was
definitely
cold.
Putting in work right now. All the new Upstate boys over there, definitely.
Yeah. Upstate got something to say. Yeah, let them know. Let them know, B. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. All the way to Albany, damn near. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people just coming across the circuit right now that are just, right now we're bubbling. So I might be one of the first you hear about, but it's definitely not the last for sure.
Okay. Now, B, stick around. I'm gonna get Power up. We're gonna talk to Power real quick, and we're gonna bring you back, and we're gonna have a whole panel. All right?
Right. Salute. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And just on a selfish note right now, you know, I'm from upstate New York, man. Listen, those of y'all who've never been, you know what I'm saying, great, hospitable, real people. You know what I mean? Shout out to Niagara Falls. Shout out to Albany, Schenectady. You know what I mean? Even my guys a little bit further south in Newburgh and all that. Yeah. If you've been there, you know what time it is. You understand? Like these is thorough up there. You know, blue collar, gets cold. You need your snorkel. You know, all that. Yeah. We're going to talk about it. But next guy I'm going to bring up here right now is another artist out there, you know what I mean, doing this goddamn thing, you know what I mean, on the RBE stage and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? I see him up here, his power. He in the car. He looking real focused right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I seen the clip. I retweeted the clip, bro. I like clips. Send me the clips. All right? Send me the clips because I need to see him. And he was talking filthy. All right? So, Power, what up? Talk to me,
good,
bro.
gang? How you doing tonight?
Man, life is great, man. Life is great. I can't complain about nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you smiling, I know you happy.
Listen, man, I'm good, man. Listen, I like this new energy. I'm a new energy guy. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the guys I've been interviewing, man, shit. At one point, Geechee Gotti was the same way as you when I was interviewing him. Real sick. Lou Castro. You know what I'm saying? Osiris brother. Like I interviewed him years ago. Before I'm like, yo, keep doing what you're doing because you one of them. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. But let the people know who you is, man, where you coming from and all that good stuff. And I got a few questions for you.
That big power shit, 757, the news, you know what I mean? Newport News, Virginia. We up, you know what I mean? TNBL. We out here, man. We ain't going nowhere. I told niggas a long time ago they're gonna have to get used to me.
Okay, 757. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, right? That area code right there, that area code means something. It means something in battle rap. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Caution. Shout out to my man Jay Breed. Like shout out to everybody that's up there. You know what I mean? In that area. I'm gonna say it like y'all in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Av, Big K, all of them.
Now let's talk about that. It's a nice defined lineage up there. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice defined lineage in that area. Shout out to the Sharks, man. Shout out to everybody's doing their goddamn thing. We know Virginia. We know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Magoo. I want to know. I want to know what it's like for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming with that type of pressure to perform. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the bio and stuff, but just being from VA, does that come with a different type of pressure? Like talk to me about it, bro.
It does, because if you're aware of the battle rap culture, you're aware of the Virginia culture. I mean, the 757 culture, which is kind of separate from Virginia. But you've seen our big names, you know what I'm saying, come up, get to the higher ranks, and then slowly but surely, people start forgetting about them or they don't mention them in certain conversations, et cetera, et cetera. So the pressure with us is making sure that when they see the 757, they see all of us united. You know what I'm saying? Because we small. You know what I mean? It's not that big. It ain't like 5 boroughs. It's not 7 boroughs. It's 7 small ass cities together. You know what I mean? So the pressure there is really just making sure we don't fuck up for real. We wild as shit. We quick to fuck some shit up.
So how did you get connected with, you know, Wing and Lawrence and everything and they system and all that? Because it's a lot of really talented MCs and people that's kind of been doing their thing in their region that now is getting that opportunity. But how did you get connected? How did you get brought to the table?
Real talk, it was strictly off support. You know what I mean? Nobody knew I rapped. I didn't come in there, oh, I'm a battle rapper, this, I'm a battle rapper. Nah, Bree had Max out. He battled Delvo and Cassidy battled Hitman. You know what I'm saying? And we kicked the door in. Caution got through the door. Everybody was at, well, personally, I and a few other people were at every single event. They started seeing our face. Shit. In all honesty, Lawrence didn't even knew that I rapped until the last intake when I rapped in front of him. That was the first time he found out I rapped. Same thing with Wing. Nobody knew I rapped. I just made sure that I was there for the right reasons. Why am I going? If I'm here for support, why am I pushing myself? I'm gonna push my people.
Right. That's real. And you know what mark are you looking to make on the imprint? You know what I mean? RBE there's a nice like, you know, lineage and stuff like that to this point, man, a decade plus, and you know they working, man. And you know, it's a lot of people that's they at them max outs, they at them things, man. So what's up? What mark are you looking to make? What's up? Talk to me.
Number one. I've never been anything but number one. I got to climb the ranks. You know, I tell when I was first coming into the intake and bumping heads with bricks and all of that, I tell them straight up, man, right now I got a job to do. Once I clock out, meet me in the parking lot because we got to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I stand on shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for that number one spot. I didn't come in here. I hear people saying all the time about who they want to battle and stuff like that. And then when you say certain names, niggas be like, nah, you tripping. Bitch, why am I here if I won't aiming for that anyway? You know what I mean?
That's real. That's real. Okay. I respect it. Now stay up here. I'm gonna bring Osiris back. I got my man B back. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna chop it up, man. We gonna chop it up, man. Y'all here and all that, man. Y'all doing y'all thing and shit. And I respect it, man. The first question is gonna go to Osiris, man. As far as, look, man, my man just said he want to be number one. You know what I mean? It's a stacked field and all that. Do you see any real competition within the field? Like, do you feel like this is just like light work, or like what's your perspective on the competition that you see right now?
Hey man, I come up here and I tell you it's just light work. That's just what anybody else would say. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Everybody in this motherfucker is nice. I'm better than everybody.
Okay.
But not that ass. I'm here, man. You know what I mean? I feel like Power is one of them. I feel like B the Emcee is one of them. That's why I chose these two to come up here. I respect both of them to the best of their ability, and I know that they're amazing, and they will show nothing less than the highest expectations when it comes to rapping.
Okay. B, do you like? Okay, let's talk about this, right?
Here we go.
Out of all the people, all the people, you know what I'm saying? We see all the, you know, the guys coming up and stuff like that. Who's on the list, man? Who made the list, man? We from upstate, man. But I know you got a list of names that you're crossing off the sheet, man. What's up?
No, man, there's a lot of people, especially in the intake, you know, that I respect. You know, there's a lot of people that I look at as people I want to, you know, test my pen with, you know, because they say they're, you know, they're up like that. So I want to get busy. So, you know, there's people like Ziggy, there's people like Cash, you know, Cash Kid, he's fire, you know what I'm saying? Osiris, he's fire, Power's fire, you know, y'all boys could definitely, you know, rap, but it's upstate shit over here, bro. It's big upstate. So we, you know, we can talk about it.
Yeah. Power said he coming for the number one spot, man. Power, you see any I don't know if concerns, competition, you know, who you feel like is the person that, or the people that you trying to be gunning for, so you can show that separation?
As far as in the intake process goes, you talking about the Ninis.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Osiris, that's the bro, but he got to go too. When I found out B the Emcee was in the intake, he was one of them ones because I was aware of him prior to. It's like when you tell me that you fuck with this person and you've been following their career, and I know you, oh yeah, I'm taking that nigga the fuck up out of here. Easy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my mentality towards things. When you talk about the bricks, shit, anybody that's on top, Coach Zay, Payne, goddamn, who else is there that's on top? That's about it.
You said coaches, Jay Breed.
That's it.
You got all the niggas up there.
Breed already know what's up. I smoke Breed boots.
Whoa.
You got Def the Kid, you got Venom.
But see, when I look at Def, I look at all the Indigo. So when I see Def versus all the Indigo, I'd rather battle other niggas on Indigo like the Cash Kids, the K Venoms and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Def, where the hell is Kid Def at? I seen him.
Yeah, where the bro at?
This is the problem, Tone, bro. We're gonna get into it, bro. Yeah. That's my next opponent, all right? I'm about to smoke this nigga. I'm not sure if you remember. Kid Def is the nigga that got the cigarettes thrown at him on the URL.
Dirty word.
Oh, I remember that. That's cigarette ball.
Why did you say cigarette ball? That's his name. See, he want to be Kid Def, but we already got a Def the Kid here. You feel me? Like, take cigarette boy. You know what I mean?
That nigga Siggy boy.
That's Siggy boy.
Damn. So he didn't show up on some like battle strategy type move. Like,
that nigga scared. He know what I was going to do. Oh my god. You lucky I got off work a little too late today. I was about to pull some bullshit. Okay. Oh man, I'm mad I ain't.
Hey, listen.
I got him. I got some promo coming. Hey, I'm gonna send you a couple clips too, Tone, bro.
Okay.
Just look at
Right.
Yeah, send me the clips, bro. Now part of this, being a part of a league that's competitive like RBE, with all the different talent there, you gotta take somebody's spot. Now, outside of the bricks and the intakes, because y'all gonna have y'all wars, I get it. But the guys that's been around, you know what I'm saying? Who needs to have a conversation with you? We start with B and then we work our way around. Who do you feel like I need to have that conversation?
Yeah, somebody like XL.
Okay.
Definitely. He had a conversation with Mercy on his podcast with Sly. Salute to them. He was on there, XL was on there, and he said, he's like, I want to battle, be the MC. And so if he wants to battle me, then that's a conversation we need to have.
Okay. How do you evaluate his style? Like, what do you think about Excel?
Yo, he's first off, salute to XL. He's definitely top tier in this shit. He's definitely good with his pen, but I think no, he's fire. He's fire. You can't really say shit about him like as a battle rapper because he's done his work. But I think that XL could definitely push me to be at a tier that I know I could reach. You feel me?
Okay. Osiris, same question
Everybody
for you.
dropping out.
I always wanted like, are we asking who we always?
Yeah, like the people that as mainstays at RBE that you need to have a conversation with at some point.
RBE specifically, I was going to say somebody that hasn't been on RBE yet that I would love to see on RBE in the blue rooms, and I would be the perfect opponent for him. I want to battle somebody like a JC on an RBE stage.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure about that. 100%.
Okay. Why? Walk me through it, bro. Help me out.
JC is a big influence on my pen, 100%. And I know a writing style like that can definitely push my pen to be 10 times better than what it already is. I know what I have to do to attack a certain type of pen like that. And all I got to do is just level up my pen just a little bit more. And I know I got levels. I got a lot of levels. Hey, by the way, did you watch the Uncle Nene versus me battle?
Oh, yeah.
I told you about it when we... Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What you think?
Yeah. Bro, I rock with Nene. I met him in North Carolina, and it was the Winter Soldier card, and we was outside, and he was wilding, and it's just so unorthodox, bro. Like I haven't... Like, you talk about a unique style. Like, there's nobody rapping like that, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh air.
It's
crazy. I tell him all the time, he's such a breath of fresh air. I prepared for that coming in. You know what I mean? Of course, there's a lot more that I could have done. You know what I mean? But it was a 1-round battle, so you know what I mean. That type of style, would be amazing to battle in the 3-round. You feel me? Because there's so much that you can do with that style, and you can break it down. It's stuff that you could do. You know what I mean? I feel like I did it. I feel like I took the battle. You know what I mean? It wasn't clear, but the choke that he had kind of messed him up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I seen that.
Yep. He still was amazing, regardless of the situation. But I was bad.
Yeah. So the same thing for you, Power. Like, we talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, people that you need to have a conversation with eventually. People that's been around for a while. Who's on that list for you?
I mean, you got. I don't want to start with this name, but I'm gonna start with it. That nigga Rosenberg, bro.
Oh shit.
And yeah, I just. Yeah, I mean, you know how some people you just be like, man, I'll smoke that nigga boots. Something about him and just be like, man.
Yeah, Power. This is what I'm trying to get to. I smoke that nigga. Like, because I done been around you MCs, right? And every now and again, somebody rapping, and I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm making jazz faces and shit. I'm talk to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm vocal when I'm at the talk to that nigga, son. Tell him about your life, B. I'm one of them people. Cool. And then I peer over to one of y'all MCs. You like, man, I'll kill that nigga.
Kill that nigga.
Fuck out here. Shit. I want to hear about that. Now, Rosenberg Raw, though. Rosenberg Raw is one of the most consistent battlers out, in my opinion. Right? But what is it about Raw that you need to have that conversation? What up?
It's because you know how you can look at certain you can judge character. You might be a good judge of character type shit. certain character traits I look at and I'll be like, you don't deserve what you got. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and take that up off you right quick. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it, bro. You can let it go. You had it long enough. Just goddamn pass it on. You know what I mean? You held that joint, you over there chiefing. You holding that joint for too long, nigga. Pass the blunt, nigga. Pass the blunt, nigga.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they go over there chiefing. Yeah.
You got the ill wills of the world because that's a pen pusher. Ill will is so I consider myself versatile. Ill will is so fucking versatile that you have to prepare every aspect of yourself to step in that ring. It don't have shit to do with performance, bars, no, it's every aspect of you. You need to be prepared. You got to go out there with Lux and Hollow to the motherfucking mountains, and you need to get some of that fresh air that Nene got, bottle that shit up, bring it home, sell it to the niggas around you, so that way you got a good energy around you, because that nigga will get in there and fuck something up.
Right. Yeah, he's different. He's different. He's multifaceted and things like that. Far as like goals, right? Because I like to understand what what the MCs are into and stuff like that. A lot of people do music and are into acting and different things like that. Now, B, for you, like, what would you consider like some of your goals? Like, what are some milestones that you're trying to hit in battle rap? Like, what are you trying to do with this shit?
Yeah, in battle rap, being that, like we said before, upstate don't really have a lot of things going for it. Like you said, we got the Conways and the Bennies, and shout out to 38 Special in Rochester. We got a few people who are making moves in hip hop. But that was what I started with, making hip hop music. Like shout out to like everybody in Buffalo who does crazy hip hop. The music scene here is dope. It's old school. It's like it's original. So that's right. my goal, is to be in that like Hall of Fame here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be one of the people that you talk about, like the Rick Jameses of Buffalo. You feel me? Like that's what I'm trying to do over here, as far as like, because battle rap is my own lane. It's my own thing I can do. Like it's separate from a lot of shit. I can use it to make hip hop music. I can use it to do what I want still, but like this is the lane that is huge. So for me, like, it's to be a staple in my city for sure. Like this is where I'm from. This is where I love this area. I love everything about it. So it's like, it really is a passion of mine to make sure that my city and my region get put on for sure.
Okay, you doing it for the region. My man Power said he trying to be number one. Osiris, what about you, man? What about you?
Of course, it's number one. What I always wanted to do, I have a big plan of like basically taking over RBE, having my brother take over URL, and we'd be the best at both places. You feel me? That's just literally where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to take over.
Whoa, damn!
I'm trying to take over. That's what we're trying to do. The bloodline out here. The bloodline out here.
The bloodline. Talk your shit, nigga.
We got Jimmy and Jay Uso. We got Osiris and Luke Castro. You feel me? We both on major platforms. All we gotta do is just take it to the top. You feel me? That's all. I just gotta be consistent. That's all. It's all to me right here. Bro already up there. I gotta be consistent. I gotta come out here and show y'all what I can do. You know what I mean? Not necessarily just for Lou, not to get to where Lou at, but to do it for me. You feel me? I want to get up there and make an imprint. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And and I'm gonna say this too for the people that are watching this stuff and hearing about this, right? There's a lot of like daylight in between y'all styles, right? Like I didn't watch you and immediately say that's Lou's little brother. Matter of fact, I didn't even realize it until we was at the joint and then Lou was standing right next to me. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, these
niggas look just alike.
These niggas is, you know what I mean? Because me and my brother the same way. Like we ain't too many years apart type shit. And we just look alike, you know what I'm saying? Standing next to
exactly the same, bro. I'm at an RBE event, bro. I get to react in the bars, I'm drunk and shit. You know what I mean? I'm reacting to bars. Niggas is like, yo, you really Lou Castro brother, bro. They don't have to do about it.
Because Lou definitely one of those, like, if nobody else cheering for the bar and it was hot, he like, yo, that was fire. I don't care what y'all say. Like, he one of them.
He loved this rap shit, bro. And that's literally a big. I tell people all the time that's one of my biggest influences right now. Like I idolize that man for what he's doing and what he has done. You know what I mean? He's definitely a big influence on what I'm doing.
Yeah. I feel the energy. Brett knowing, you know what I mean? Jay and Jimmy, I get it. You know what I mean? Now, Power, I began this right on the outset, and I said, I feel like the new generation of RBE, there's not as much like because we all know that the early, you know, lineage and stuff like that with RBE is intertwined with URL in a way because those guys came over. I feel like this new era doesn't really have that energy for URL on some like y'all the ops type shit. It's more like y'all trying to figure out your own lane. But is that ever cognizant in your head of you're like, you know, you look over, you see the Crucible 6, you know what I mean, the Hansels and the Klutzes and so on and so forth. Is that like ever a thing in your head? Like, yo, I want to be better than all of the guys that's on the come up type shit. Like, how do you position that, or do you see them as opposition to what y'all got going on?
Like I said originally, when you asked me, it's on some shit where it's like, if I mention certain names, people look at you like you crazy. But if I'm not in this, the battle surfs, Old Reds, Arsenals, Daylights, you know what I'm saying? JC's like Osiris said. If we not here for that, we not helping the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here for. If it's possible, yes, I'd be more than open to do it. You know what I'm saying? But with everything going on in the temperature of battle rap right now, it's not something that's really talked about. But never forget, oh yeah, them niggas can go too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now groups. I need to know group affiliations and things of that nature. B, you know what I'm saying? What's the crew? You know what I'm saying? Like who's like shout out the team and things like that.
Bro.
What's up?
Shout out to OTM, bro. It's OTM out the mud. That's, you know, shout out to CNG Ty, shout out to Taj Millie, Miss Ill. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, they do work. Everybody in my team is definitely right now in the lane right now. So like I fuck with everybody. We're on our Wu-Tang shit. You know, everybody's on a different path, but we all coming bringing it back home. I'm dead ass, bro. That's what we do. We work hard, bro.
Boy.
No, I like that shit. I like that Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah, listen, yo, it's something they don't know about upstate,
put
B.
everybody out.
They don't know this about upstate. See, like when the Southern invasion came through, like we loved it too, but we was always like we was Wu-Tang, CNN, like we was still locks, like we never lost that edge.
Absolutely, bro. So it's definitely OTM. Shout out to my team, bro. Shout out to the new upstate. You know, shout out to whoever wants smoke, bro. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Hey,
Osiris, same question to you.
Salute to y'all in upstate, because when it comes to hip hop, I'm a big fan of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about upstate, people don't realize the names that come out of upstate that have put on for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. Like the hardest niggas, they come from Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like that shit is real, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Real shit.
My first apartment in Yonkers. But for me, we shouting out our gang.
Shout out the team.
We got Showtime Battle Arena, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fuse, shout out to we got Tay Smutter, we got Lino Brown, shout out to Last Supper, we got Key, we got Lou Castro, we got Twerk. Shout out to the whole gang, you know what I mean? They've been putting on for a long time. And a lot of these people, a lot of these names that I actually mentioned are definitely gonna be showing face pretty soon. Y'all gonna really be
shout to
knowing
Lino,
a lot.
man. Shout to Lino. And Tay Smutter might be the best name in battle rap besides Hallelujah Jones. Hallelujah Jones is the best name in battle rap. It's not even close. Like,
that's my guy, yeah.
Like, yeah, he's fired too. So shout out to him. Now, Power, what's the team, man? Shout out to squad. What's up?
Big TNBL shit, the News Battle League, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where Caution came from, Reed, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. So it's the squad, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that don't stand with me, you won't see me stand with them. Period. You know what I mean? King Madison, anybody you see standing behind me, it's very few of them motherfuckers. Osiris, but they stand there with me, you know what I'm saying? And we fight through this shit together.
All right. It caused a little bit of controversy here, so I'm gonna ask the question.
Oh shit, we like this.
I gotta do it. We're gonna start with you, Power. Who do you feel like is currently the guy, the number one person at RBE right now? Who do you think is number
at
one?
RBE as far as the intake process, or just
no. Overall, who's number one?
Big K. Big K on the run for Cody.
Wow. Okay.
For sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's up to. I don't think there's anything else that you can put up there other than Big K.
Big K.
The way Big K.
You got the Ill Will.
Ill Will would be the choice because he is the most dangerous opponent.
Yeah, but like look at Ill Will's resume compared to Big K's this year. You know what I mean? I think Big K's resume literally.
Well, yeah, Big K's definitely going for champion of the year this year. He's going for it.
And not even just the resume, you know what I mean? Let's not even say he earned these.
Yeah, no, he's clearing these battles out for sure.
He
Strength
just
of
kicked a
schedule is
lot of
crazy.
people's ass. He kicked a lot of people's
His
ass to get to
style,
where
his
he is.
style is dangerous. It's tough to beat that style. He's clear. He's confident.
tough.
He's to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Rapid
not a lot.
fire.
Yeah, rapid fire. There's a lot. You know, the clarity in the projection alone. You know, that shit is dangerous in a room.
Yeah, yeah, and he got that party arty flow. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like every bar just feel like a nigga just punching you in the face. Like you like, damn, nigga. Like word. Now, yo, did y'all have him beating Rex? Let's get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all had him beating Rex?
Yeah, Rex did amazing though.
Rex is
like I haven't.
Rex is
I
always
haven't
when he has to rap. Rex is amazing, but you know, like Big K is Big K. I feel like.
Big K came in there and that angle that he had, like he was angling his life away. What was it, the second round?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an angle. I forgot what it was about, but I just know he was just straight on throughout the whole time.
Was it the gang? Was it the gang member at 30 shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. All the way through, bro, and it was flawless too, bro. He sets it up like where you going with it, and then it's boom. You feel me? Like that punch just comes right there, and you're like, damn. And it could be like one of those punches that like maybe like written, like when you writing it, it don't sound too good, but the way he delivers it and with his confidence and all of that, it's amazing.
That's what I was saying. The confidence behind his material is crazy.
His simplicity to make it sound so like not simple is out of this world. I think him and Geechee, like they should.
Okay, let's
think Geechee has that ability too.
Yeah, no, Geechee does that ability to say like simple shit, kinda, but make it in a way that is fire. It's like it's simple, but it's right in front of you. Like, you know what I mean?
Why didn't I think of that?
Sometimes they say like, yo, the answer is right in front of you, right? Like it's like, how did nobody ever say this? You know what I mean? He's able to come up with them type of bars, him and Gotti. You feel what I'm saying? Now let me ask y'all this, and this is a question for each one of y'all. For y'all particular style, for what y'all do, I'm gonna ask y'all each this question. What's the more difficult archetype for y'all to write for? The puncher or the angler? What's a more B the Emcee? What's a more difficult battle for you to prepare for? The puncher or the angler?
Real shit, because I do study battle rap to an extent. You know, I watch my footage back. I'd say the puncher, because the puncher brings a lot of different energy that an angler does not. I could write with you all day, you know what I'm saying? I could do all that twisting with the words and angle you out, and you know what I'm saying? But the punchers, that shit has to be precise, you know what I'm saying? Precision punches. Like I do good with that, but like myself writing it. But when it comes to those people bring a different, you know, they all those battles and most of my debatables are usually probably somebody who's punching crazy.
Okay.
Like if you try to write with me, it's not gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to punch. You know what I'm saying? You have to punch.
Okay.
A lot what B the Emcee said. You know, it's kind of easy to write for an angler to me. You know what I mean? Because you can somewhat expect what's going to happen. You know what I mean? With a puncher, you don't know what type of punch he is going to land. You know what I mean? He could be talking about the most random thing ever. You know what I mean? And if it's one of those, it's one of those. If an angler has an angle on an angle that somebody has already heard or something that you could prepare yourself for, you know what I mean? You could debunk that whole situation with, you know, a rebuttal or with what you have already written. Right. You feel me? So I would say the puncher all the way.
I can dig it. Power, what up? What do you think?
Go ahead, Osiris.
Yeah. Finish up. What you gonna say?
No. All I was gonna say is that's the thing about punching now. I think everybody is starting to become a puncher, and everybody's starting to follow that Rum Nitty wave. And I think sometimes it could lack a little bit of creativity. You know what I mean? People don't have their own style, and they just start to like going straight to the punches, the rapid punches. Of course, it's good for the one-rounders, but yeah, that's just my take on it.
Okay. Power, what up? What do you think, bro?
I wanted to be devil's advocate, but they both right. It is the punch. the fucked up part about it is Osiris just brought up the great point. Now, if you're talking about a one-round battle, that puncher is going to be the most difficult opponent. But if you're talking about a 3-round battle,
right,
angler will, because you don't know what he has planned throughout them 3 rounds, and you have to
Plus
combat that.
when you got a good angle, if you bring it back in each round, with a couple here and there, the crowd's building with you. Yeah, the angle could be dangerous in a 3-round for sure.
Yeah.
And then like when the perfect example of that type of battle is Pain and Coach. You know what I'm saying? So you watch Pain and Coach. Coach didn't dwindle out at all, but you get sick of the punches by midway through the 2nd round, but he's still punching, and you like, yo, that's still fire, so I got to give it to you. But it's constantly the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at that option, I would have to say the angler, because of the fact that if I'm battling an angler, I know I'm a punch. I know I'm gonna have to have my own type of angles and shit. I know I'm gonna have to have lyricism. I know my setups got to be crazy. I have to keep the crowd's attention more than that angler will, because that angler is gonna be banking on the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for the angler to work, the crowd has to agree.
That's real. That's
in
real.
In order for an angler to work, the crowd has to agree. Absolutely.
And that's my segue to say Hitman versus Ill Will. Yeah. I'm a person that believes that Hitman really actually needs this battle. And I got Hitman 2-1 in the battle, but I want to get y'all predictions on that. So we'll start with B again. B, who you got winning that battle?
That nigga look confused.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying, it's like, yo, shout out to Hitman Holla, bro. Like, dude is definitely a legend in the shit. Like, he did everything you're supposed to do and more. Like, definitely fire. But he's gonna go in there and rap fucking good. Like, he's gonna go in there and rap really fucking good, bro. Like, Hitman Holla's gonna do his thing, but like, I feel like just based off maybe his last like couple, like, he's not gonna necessarily do what Ill Will's gonna go in there and do.
Okay.
Ill Will's gonna punch him with the angle, like he's gonna do it like in a like it's gonna be like he does that. That's what he does. He gets paid to do that now, so that's what he does all fucking day, probably. You feel me? Like, so, bro, definitely. I think I got Ill Will potentially with the Gentleman's 3. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like, I think he just might do better as a battle rapper, all 3. A lot of people are gonna give Hitman Hollow around because you got to, but I think Ill Will could come out with the Gentleman's 30 pretty good, pretty clear.
Yeah, I could dig it. Okay, Osiris, what you think, bro?
I'm trying to get into the house, the Bags and Bodies house.
Yeah.
Don't mess up the opportunity with the wrong answer.
That's my dog, though. Hitman he's a GOAT, bro. Just know that. That's all it is.
Yeah,
GOAT. He do. He's here for a reason. You feel me? Like, there's not too many people in this culture that's here for a reason. And Hitman is literally like performance, bro. Like, the #1 performer in battle rap. Come on. Don't nobody do it like Hitman. I ain't gonna hold it.
They put him on TV.
Huh?
They put him on TV. He's the great, of course.
But it will. It will is fucking phenomenal. Everything that B said, bro, is you know what I mean? Like,
Ill Will versus 40 was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was fire.
I mean, like, just watching that, like, you gonna tell me you got a Hitman performance that's really like gonna do that? I don't know. I don't know.
Have we ever seen a bad Ill Will?
Not recently.
Not recently. No, and I don't even think he was terrible, but man, Tay Rock and DNA just had his number. They had his They had his number. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever.
But he wasn't terrible at all in those battles, though.
No, he was fire in those battles.
I really like his Tay Rock performance a little bit. You know what I mean? He lost that battle clearly.
Right. His first round against Rock was crazy. Like, sell Rock around Rock like a dope boy in the Flintstone age. I was like, the fuck? What? Like,
and then,
that was back when they used Don DeMarco was like, Don DeMarco. Like, he was just, he was wearing the button out. It was crazy.
That's the whole soundboard was Don DeMarco.
Yeah. Shit like that. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Tom, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think would be an uphill battle for, like, people like Ill Will and Big K? You know what I mean? Those people that we look at as, like, somewhat
it's tough, man, because both of those guys, like, they have an ability, like Ill Will has an ability to make you laugh in the setup of a bar and then make you make the jazz face at the punchline. That shit is incredible. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to beat somebody like that, but I think the people that give them the hardest time are the anglers, the people that have something to say to them, and the people that could really unpack their styles. You know what I'm saying? You got to attack their styles and how they do shit in order to win against them. You know what I mean? Unless you're just gonna be so top floor like DNA with the crazy moments and Tay Rock. Outside of that, you gotta attack them and their style and what they do. And it's difficult because it's hard to find kinks in the armor. You gotta find shit that works. You know what I'm saying? But I think those are the type of battlers that would give them the most issues. I don't see either of them losing to a puncher. I don't.
Well, you know, I look back at Ill Will's performances, like against the Rum Nitties, against the Twerks. He didn't do too well against them. I mean, he did well.
I mean, they punchers, but it's a different type of punch with them. Like this is we talking about. They got sticks of dynamite. They, you know what I'm saying? They doing shit, and Rum Nitty is not wasting a syllable. You notice that Rum Nitty don't waste nothing.
He's a rapper,
Everything is there for a reason. It's different. So they something beyond. We need like a something beyond punching. Like we talking about nigga just holding the left trigger and just like bam, like what? Like oh no,
it's a Gatling gun. They're just holding the button. That's it,
bruh. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, Power. What was your prediction on Will and Hitman?
I got Will for the simple fact that I think Hitman's gonna get the first round because you can't deny Hitman's return. Like, who was the one he just battled on Chrome 23? Was it Eazy?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Eazy. All right. If I'm comparing Hitman's last performance to Ill Will's last performance, I got Ill Will clear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the thing about Ill Will, people talk about Hitman being a performer. What they fail to mention in that argument is the fact that Ill Will is everything. He's a performer. Everything Hitman does, Ill Will also does, and in some areas he does it better. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different type of performance. Like Hitman go get in there, he go perform, he go do this, he gonna do that. But Ill Will can look at you and be like, "Oh, that shit was stupid."
It's a fact.
Like, bro, you just gonna disrespect my whole 32 bar verse like that?
Damn. Will's a little more relatable. I feel like he's a little more down to earth. I feel like he connects with the people in the crowd and the audience a little more. Right. So that alone, you know, he takes the energy in the room. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't let him go first.
Watching Ill Will rap live was like, you know how some battlers, when they start rapping, they performing, it's like it's almost like a tunnel vision. It's like I'm the only one he talking to right now. Like Ill Will has that ability. Like, yo, it's just me and him. You know what I'm saying? And that's scary. Where it's like, and Calico does that too. Where it's like, he'll point out somebody in the crowd and just start rapping to them. Like, yo, and he running down some street shit, and you like, yeah, bro, that is some sucker shit. Like,
I went through that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like Calico be like, yo, you ever had a bitch at the crib and she was ready to, you like, yeah, Cal, I done been there before. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And then he'll point at him and like, this nigga over here, you like, damn, son, you did that.
Boy, you did that shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So let me get to the main event, interest time and things like that, man. And you know, it's been a lot of talk, man. I think what Verb is doing as far as promo, right? People, if they look past some of the let's say maybe some of the non-PC comments and the WWE shit or whatever the case might be, like Verb is a master promoter, right? Like his promotion
master.
This right here, I'm getting my coffee every morning. See, I work a job where I got to do emails and PowerPoints and shit. So I'm doing that and I'm listening to Verb every morning go ham. And it's the funniest shit ever, right? But I know A Ward is formidable, man. I want to hear what y'all opinions are on that battle. Who y'all got winning that battle? You know what I'm saying? Is A Ward gonna be formidable? You know what I mean? We'll start the other way this time. We'll start with Power, man. What you think about that battle? You know what I'm saying? Who you got winning? How do you call a tale of the tape here? What's up?
When it comes to Verb, I've never really been a fan of Verb, but I'm a battle rap fan. So I give him his respect to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he lost the battle. If he won a battle, I'm not going to, you know what I mean, not say he won. Right. But I can't trust Verb. So when we talk about Verb, it's like, which Verb am I going to get? Okay. A-Ward, I know for a fact that A-Ward's going to come in there to kick that nigga ass. That's and Verb's going to do what he wants to do. And if the people fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't. And that's going to be Verb. But just because you said fuck with it, Verb, doesn't mean that I have to. You know what I'm saying? So I got A-Ward in that one. You know what I mean?
Okay. Osiris, what you think, bro?
I want to say A-Ward, but the way that Verb has been promoting, the way that he have we ever seen something like this from
I think this is the most promo that he's done. Like even the Goods blog is legendary, right? Where he makes fun of him.
Yeah.
But like this right here, this
bro, he's on Spaces 3 times a day talking about this shit, bro.
Cooking every time.
Cooking.
Well, he been doing
bro,
that
and
for
it's amazing,
he been doing
bro.
that for
like
a minute.
The way that Verb promos and he talks, bro, he can do anything to make you believe what he's saying, bro. Right. It's so crazy. Yeah. Bro. Be in his Spaces and he would say like some like outlandish shit. And he'd be like, no. Think about it, because if A-Ward does this and then he does that, like I'm like he's making a little bit of sense here.
Right.
That nigga Verb is out of this world, bro. But like you know, A-Ward has some weaknesses that have been targeted in the last couple of battles that he's had.
Right.
And if A-Verb goes that route, I think A-Ward could be in trouble. Okay. But all in all, going off a skill base from what I've seen recently, A-Ward should take the battle.
Okay.
He should take the battle.
All right. B, what you think, bro?
Yeah, no, I think that Verb is one of the people who I could say is definitely an angler. He will take an angle and run it into the ground. He will beat the dead horse. He will just take a whole round out and dedicate it to that angle. You feel me? So I think that with that being said, I think Verb knows what he has material-wise. It's probably a bunch of religious shit. It's probably like he's probably got certain things in his arsenal, but it's been used before. But with that being said, like he said, a lot of A-Ward's, the chinks in his armor have been showing, and a couple of his last battles he hasn't really won. And A-Ward was on a streak where he was winning.
What chinks though, and what battles didn't he win?
Well, he just lost to Frak.
Yeah, Frak got him.
I mean, Frak. Okay, but that was last week.
He lost to Frak and Big K.
And he just lost to Big K.
But now after he lost to Big K, they told him he could not win over the New York crowd, and that man went in there and put on the performance of a fucking lifetime.
He went in.
Yeah, he went crazy. He was amazing against Vixen. I forgot about that. Yeah, he was amazing against her.
And everybody called Verb a female. A-Ward's goddamn reputation against battling females was top tier.
No,
but look, bro.
look, this is what Verb said though. Verb said A-Ward only good against bisexual people. So Vixen is bisexual.
What?
Bisexual.
That's crazy.
Only
everybody
call bisexual people is.
But see, everybody call Verb bisexual.
Shit.
See,
niggas do say that.
See what y'all doing, bro?
He might have some shit. I mean, I would have A-Ward logistically winning this battle just based off rapping ability. A-Ward punches are crazy. Some of his pockets he gets into are A1. You feel me? But I think Verb might put up a fight just because he's Verb with the angles and the way that I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing how this battle plays out, really, because both of them are at a point where it's who's one of them is going to come out and actually probably continue their career on in the light. I feel like whoever comes out of here victorious is probably going to be the battler who gets another big battle. You feel me? Verb might come outside now and be battling a couple more people after this if he wins.
Real.
Okay. If Ward win, I say we allow him to put a YE after the A. Then he could still be A Ward, but he just got that trophy right there. You gotta put that YE after.
He has to be A Ward with the YE. Like that's hilarious. That's funny.
That's funny as hell.
That's
now,
crazy.
Now, all right. So look, gentlemen, let's do this, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all perspectives and just, you know, letting us build, you know what I mean? Because fans, we just want to hear from y'all on top of like hearing the bars and all that too. And I'm sure people are gonna check more of the content out and stuff like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give each one of y'all ISO, and y'all can talk how y'all talk. Let the fans know how to follow you. Tell them what you need to tell them, and we gonna close this out. All right, I'm gonna start with you first, B. All right, so it's on you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, salute to you, Tone, bro. Be the MC, man. Big Buffalo in the building. OTM, trench coat season. Whoever wants smoke, new upstate shit. This is what we doing, man. I just want everybody to know, man. Go check it out. Look me up YouTube. Go check out all my channels, man. Big intake shit, big RBE shit, bro. Tell Eazy he's about to fucking lose. I'm not playing with that dude, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. His last battle was decent, bro. I'm about to go in there and show him how it goes. I'm not playing with EA. This is not that, bro. So tell your boy, whoever's in the intake 2, get in the group chat and tell him what's up. Tell him I said get the fuck outside.
Okay.
Chill on that 2 slander.
Yeah. I hear.
Outside.
Yeah. 2 slander. We ain't playing that, B.
I
ain't invite you on here for that, B.
I made it.
I ain't invite you on here for that.
We gonna go to Power next, man. Power, it's on you with the ISO, man. Talk to the people.
Big power shit. You know what it is. TNBL 757. Stand up. We up. The News Battle League. You know what I'm saying? Newport News, Virginia. We in this bitch. You can follow me on Twitter. YABMBFF. Your baby mama best friend. Always check under the
bed. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. They told me.
Wait a minute. I gotta stop the ISO. You are a disrespectful person, bro. Yo, what? Wait, say it again.
Your baby mama's best friend.
Say it again, bro. What's the handle?
YABMBFF. Your baby mama best friend. Always check under the bed, nigga. Period, nigga. Alpha Ray Will on Instagram. We out here, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm here to stay, baby.
Yes, sir, man. Osiris, bring us home, bro.
Man, you already know Osiris, Showtime Battle Arena, Last Supper shit. You heard? Big intake 2 shit. Hey, hold on. I need a close up for this. I said.
There you go, other Luke.
It could be kid deaf to kid. Motherfucking a deaf kid. Osiris 3-0. Fuck is you talking about?
God.
Hey, yo, a deaf kid is crazy.
Yeah, yo, you wildin'. All 3 of y'all, man. This is the energy we need, man. A big shout out, big salute to all y'all, man. Y'all definitely welcomed up here, win, lose, or draw. Keep doing y'all goddamn thing, because people like me is watching. You know what I'm saying? Keep branding, keep marketing yourselves, man. Send me clips, whatever y'all got, man. I'll let y'all know good, bad, or indifferent, all right? So
I got you.
Y'all be
safe. I want to say one thing to you, Tone. You more than a fan, my nigga, because when it comes to a lot of y'all media outlets, y'all been involved for so long that a lot of battle rappers wouldn't be who the fuck they are without y'all. So y'all are a part of the culture. You're not just a fan no more. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I'm still a fan of this shit. I got work to put in. You know what I mean? You've already got your accolades. Stand on that shit.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro, and it's all about moving this craft forward, man. I like brothers using the God-given talent to go get what they need to get, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want motherfuckers to get paid and bring me good battles and go kill these niggas, man. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, man. Y'all gentlemen, y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tap in, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Big salute, man. Big salute. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the whole intake, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Osiris, shout out to Power, shout out to B the Emcee, Upstate Talk, things of that nature, man. You got Upstate, you got Brooklyn, Bronx connection with Showtime Battle League. Like, you really, it's different, man. It's multifaceted, man. So go check them brothers out. Let me know what y'all think, man. This has been an action-packed show, star-studded and all that. We have Frak up here. We got perspectives and stuff like that. So I like doing this, man. Let me know what y'all think of these type of shows, man. You know what I mean? Where we have like the interview intertwined with, like, you know, us just talking as fans and shit like that, fans of the culture. Let me know what y'all think about these types of shows. We do that. And don't forget this weekend, for people that got like Spotify, iTunes, and y'all miss us on there, y'all miss listening to us, I got like 60 uploads coming for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole new contract and all that worked out for the podcast and stuff. So everything is coming out, man. For my guys, it's on the Patreon, more content and stuff. It's coming out for y'all. Y'all may get some drunk thoughts from Tone Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I may have to do that. And big shout out to my entire team, man. You know what I'm saying? Like without which, like I couldn't do none of this stuff, man. The way that it is, man. Like I'm a team guy, always have been. You know what I mean? My man Cola holding it down in the spaces. That's where news happens in battle rap. All right. If you ain't in the spaces, you may have to wait till one of these other bloggers get the story and they act like they the one that came up with, but that's another story. But the spaces is where the news happens. It's where you see the Geechee Gottis, the Swamps, the Abs, the bill collectors, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So big shout out to that. Shout out to my man Polo as well. My brother Posey, man, radio legend and things like that, man. And big shout out to the Breakdown crew. I see the Breakdown crew in here. You know what I'm saying? And always got to shout out Wing, man. That's my friend, a mentor. Tone Bro would not be Tone Bro without Wing. And you know what I'm saying, and all the people that help me get along and things like that. So follow us, man. You know what I mean? Y'all have a safe time, man. It's a tricky time for people that's parents, man. Kids is going back to school. Everybody on their grind, man. Take a breath. You know what I'm saying? Like, just protect your peace, man. That's all I'm asking for. So, Tone Bro, Black Compass Media, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.